Hi.
Hi. That's what we got. Welcome, guys, to the Blind Way Podcast. Every Thursday, 3 p.m. We welcome you. Today, we have lots of stuff to talk about and some things to reveal.
Indeed.
It'll be lots of fun. I'm excited.
And adventure.
Mysteries and adventure.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
No.
What?
It was Pokemon
Day. Pokemon Day.
Month?
Not Poke-Mon-Day.
Year?
But, I mean, they had their 26th anniversary this past Sunday.
Yeah.
So there was a new card set that came out Friday. We also had our Pokemon Randomizer on Friday. There's a Pokemon Go event on Saturday. There's a Pokemon Presents on Sunday. I've had a busy Pokemon time frame for the last bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
We're going to be playing that randomizer until next Poke Day, aren't we?
the next year? No, it will not be that long. It will not. But
It's going to feel like that long.
sadly, it will not be that long. Right, Eric?
Happily. Gleefully. It won't be that long.
Wait, why you not talk?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. I was like, something wrong with what's broken. But no, no, a lot of Pokemon stuff.
Mm.
I got to open my first Brilliant Star stuff, which was
You
cool.
did. I saw that.
I was excited for that.
I can tell why.
I got some really cool stuff out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the rest of my Brilliant Star stuff to come in. and it
Was that
hasn't
like
yet.
your first big moment of opening, you think, on the channel?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It's our first set that's been released since me and Melanie started collecting cards and stuff. So it was cool to like, what's it like when a new set comes out? And it's like, well, there's not a lot of stuff around here locally, and when you order online, stuff gets delayed. So I've been waiting.
true.
I've been waiting.
Gotcha.
A lot. But it's also been interesting seeing like what the market for the cards kind of are during a set.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it started really high, I feel like, on a lot of stuff, and now like as more and more has been opened because of it actually being launched, it's like dwindled down a little bit and stuff. Why are you smiling, Calvin?
Huh? No, I just had a funny interaction with Jake.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mention any certain words like my YouTube channel called Pokemality, where I open. So Calvin's been waiting on. I knew why he was smiling, but I was like, I didn't say anything.
That's not why I was originally smiling.
I
My
walked around
camera
all
was
of it.
pointed like way over here, so I like pushed it over right when Jake stood up, and he like gave me a nod, and I nodded to him.
Oh, okay, I see.
So that's why I was laughing.
I see. Okay. But no, yeah, that's been fun. Pokemon Randomizer has been fun. Arceus has been fun.
Yep.
New generation of Pokemon been announced,
Yeah.
Yes, it has.
which is cool. Got to see what the starters look like.
Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you guys hear me now?
And I hear you, Rick.
I heard you before. I don't know why everybody's complaining. They should just be in the room with us.
Yep, I've been playing Arceus on my own time. I'm a couple Pokemon away from seeking out all Pokemon, which I think will be the end of my time with the game.
As
But
we
I've
wrap
really
it up.
enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like necessarily wanting to do all of the Pokedex for every Pokemon or anything, but at least capturing everything,
Sure, yeah.
I think, is going to be my goal. Because I want to do that before I play Elden Ring, which
Oh, are
Jancy
you gonna
has.
play Elden Ring?
Yeah, Jancy has ordered me a physical copy of Elden Ring that I want to play. I want to play that off
What
screen.
made you decide to play that?
Just looks fun. I've saw a lot of like TikToks and stuff, people having fun playing it.
Yeah?
I've never played a Souls game before. I thought it'd be a cool thing to do off stream.
Cool.
Because
I think I fixed
it's
it.
being streamed now by Calvin on Tuesdays.
Indeed.
How's that going, Calvin?
I've only had one stream. That's about it. No,
I'm very curious to hear more about your experience in particular with Elden Ring.
it is just as like, here's a boss to fight. We're not telling you the controls. I feel like there's a little bit because it's a FromSoft game, and a little bit because people who are playing Elden Ring have also played Dark Souls and every other Souls-like, so they know like what to do. They know the controls. Most of that stuff is the same, but it's also a lot. I feel like it's a lot more complex as far as the controls too, because there's like weapon switching and like hot. I don't know how to put it. Like
Hot swaps?
kind of to where you can like really quickly switch between weapons on the go rather than having to go into your equipment and
Sure.
equipping it and stuff like that. You can just like tap the D-pad and it switches your loadout
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Dark Souls had it where like you could choose 2 things for your left hand, 2 things for your right hand. And you could switch between those 2 things relatively quickly. And then your items, you could do the same thing. And then,
Now I think there's 3 things that you can do per hand,
Mm.
and also like if you hold Y and do that, then like it changes like how you hold it and stuff.
because going in your inventory doesn't pause the game.
No.
Not for Dark Souls anyway. It didn't. So I imagine it's the same way because it's
I-
the same
I
kind of
didn't-
game.
I didn't try pausing in combat, but it probably wouldn't have done
Like
any
if I'm like,
favors to me.
oh no, I need to get rid of this equipment or I need a different equipment.
Yeah,
Things are still happening while I'm like running around trying to like ding 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 ding. Like no.
yeah.
I did see someone made a, not a patch, but a mod on the PC version that allows pausing, and it comes up with a screen that says, "You have paused."
Instead of you have died.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's really funny.
Some people were asking like, did you do the tutorial, or did you have a
Yes.
tutorial in the game?
It had a tutorial?
Apparently, it's easy to miss or something. So
I don't know. Like, there was certain sections where it was like, you know, press this button and you can equip this weapon. Now, there's an enemy running at you. Use that weapon to fight them. And like that was kind of tutorial-ish.
tutorial-y.
That's
Okay.
more than Dark Souls gave you.
Sure.
It just
But,
gave you some
like,
sticky white stuff and didn't tell you what it was for.
What?
Here you go.
But that was after like
I mean, sometimes, but like you got the general like there's little stuff on the ground. You read them. You get your weapons, shields. This button does this. Told you some stuff.
A little
I
bit.
guess it does tell you a little bit, but in the beginning, there's nothing. Like, I learned 3 buttons, and 3 to 4 buttons, and I was pretty good with those. And then it gave me a boss to fight.
Did you
Boss.
beat that boss?
No, I didn't.
No.
So I ran away.
I mean, that's a valid tactic in Dark Souls. Sometimes
yeah, especially
you just...
now with
Valid in
Elden
life.
Ring being completely
Run
open
away.
world, you can just fuck off,
Yeah.
and you don't have to go back to him.
I guess so. There's definitely times in Dark Souls where I'm like, I'm running.
Yeah,
Get out of here. I can't
Yeah.
stay.
but eventually you have to go through it, right?
Well, I mean, at some point I'm gonna come back. But
Yeah.
right now is not the time for this one.
Yeah.
I will collect more souls or something.
Dark
Where-
Souls always reminded me a lot of like old Dungeons & Dragons, like AD&D, where like sometimes the modules would just expect you to not fight that thing. Like it would introduce it, but you should not be fighting this until much, much, much later, or you just need to be super, super, super smart.
You need to be really good and not make a mistake.
Yeah.
Because there is that too, where like speedrunners will be like, no clothes, 1 weapon, and I'm just gonna run through and kill everything at level 1. It's
Yep.
like, geez, all right.
Sure.
Yeah. Killing Ganon with a tree branch.
Yeah, exactly, right? Or a broomstick or something crazy. So, well, good. I hope you enjoy it, Calvin. Hope you die not too much, but enough.
My death count for the 3-hour stream was 19, which
19.
I feel pretty good about. Other people were saying like, "Oh yeah, I expected you to do way worse." I'm proud
That's
of you, Calvin.
Now, how do you
So
count
that
these
made me feel real good.
deaths? Like if you recover the souls, which I assume is still a thing, does that count as a death?
They're called runes now
Okay.
instead of souls. Like I didn't always recover them, but every time my character died and like respawned, that's a death.
Okay.
Not just when I couldn't recover the souls. Because there was only like maybe twice that I couldn't recover them.
Calvin, if it helps you, in like all of my Dark Souls run that I did, I had 235 deaths. So
Yeah.
it's it sounds like quite a few deaths.
How long did you play
but that was there's 19 highlights on the channel, so that's like 19 streams or so.
19 streams times 3 is right in the neighborhood of like 50 hours, maybe? 55 hours?
Look at this calculator I got. Times 57.
57 hours?
So almost 60 hours.
I've been told this is a 500-hour game to do everything.
Well, yeah, it depends on what all you want to do.
I'm
Maybe
sure I can beat you.
Beat the main part. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, if I what is that? 230 divided by 19 means I had an average of 12 deaths a stream.
Okay.
Respectable.
Sounds about right.
So
Did
We
you
had
have a
that in the
stream where
first world of Cuphead?
yeah, Cuphead stuff. My first stream of Dark Souls, I had like 23 deaths. So.
Did you have a stream where you didn't die at all?
I don't know. I don't. I may have had very few, but I don't think I had one where I didn't die
Gotcha.
at all. Not that I remember.
Posture check.
57.
Do you guys, like, now that we've implemented that posture check, do you purposely have bad posture until?
Yeah,
Nope,
I
just
have to make
been-
the redemption worth it.
Like, I feel like I have made my posture purposely worse since that has appeared.
Oh, really?
You got to drain their channel points somehow.
No, I've just been training my whole life to have bad posture.
I think
Oh.
I dwindle a little bit over time sometimes, and I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I should sit up straight.
Yeah.
You know.
I always slouch. So redemption is just a good reminder for me, honestly.
How far can I lean before I fall over?
This is as high as my arms go up. So I could put them down more and like
My camera is
I could lean over
framed for
here.
my bad posture. When I do proper posture, my head's going out of frame.
There. Las Casa. Posture check. Twice.
Didn't even know you could do that. Oh, man.
3 times.
We're just going to have to, like, get, shoot, what's the name of that medieval torture device? The rack?
Wreck, yeah.
Oh, stretch us?
Yeah.
Sure.
Or Stu Hart.
You think the rack has
stretch
like there's before the torture, there's a moment of relief, like like because you're stretched out well.
Well, yeah, like it's basically an inversion table
Yeah,
at a certain point,
yeah.
and then it just keeps
I mean,
going.
the fact that it pulls on your arms and not just like lets gravity pull your back.
There's like 10 posture checks.
Calm down, everybody.
I'm trying to keep up.
So for Dark Souls, I think the least amount of deaths I had was 5 in a stream, and I still just remembered that I believe every time I died, they gave me 10 squats. It means over the course of doing that, I squatted 2,350 times.
But did you do all those?
Yes, I did.
Or did you like,
I
all
did.
right, that's the end of stream, guys.
No, I did
I'm
all.
going to let you guys listen to music and I'm going to do squats. And then you sit down on the floor and do 1.
I had a squat squad for a
Yeah.
while.
What is going on with the posture?
That would give me squats.
Guys,
Well, thank
Stop
you
it with-
guys. We will
stop with the posture
keep our
checks.
posture good.
I had a posture
it.
check last night during Mass Effect because I was walking around the ship and one of the characters was sitting in the lounge and they were like this. They're like, "Hey, Shepard," and I was like, "Ah!" I was like, "Man, they need a posture check," and then I got like 2 posture checks, not 50.
No, I never set a timer on posture checks. And I'm like, well, I mean, if they want a posture check, they can posture check whenever. It's not like drinking where like,
Yeah.
I mean that also I was like, well, I mean drinking water, you're gonna make me have to leave and go pee. That's it.
Yeah. And we have to speak at some point.
Yeah. So
sure.
but
You have to say
Drinking,
words.
you say?
yeah, drinking water.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Lots of water to drink.
I'm out of water.
I have plenty.
So if I were to drink more, I would need to get up and go get water from the cooler.
But yeah, that way I just want to remind your chat, like, you know, hey, I did squats when I died, so maybe Calvin needs squats.
That was fine. I was joking.
As a reminder, in case people forgot.
In case people forgot.
Yeah, I suppose we do need to also talk about
Drinking,
some
you
stuff,
say?
some stuff to reveal and whatnot as well.
Indeed.
Sure.
Or,
we can talk about that now.
Well, yeah, so
It's one of my favorite things of the week.
yeah. I guess the overall idea is that the 4 of us were planning on hanging out and drinking a little bit on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
But it's going to be after we have a stream.
Yeah.
However, we thought about maybe including a subathon
Mm-hmm.
where if you wanted to join us and see how our drinking shenanigans go, we're going to have a subathon during St. Patrick's Day when we're going to be drinking.
Right here on
Exactly.
Twitch.
And we have some different things that we were planning on doing and whatnot. So
Still responsibly.
if you want to join in for St. Patrick's Day, just drunk stream, I suppose it could be called. But
Yep.
it's gonna be a subathon. We're gonna call it the sub crawl. So
Yep.
if you want to join in for the sub crawl, that's St. Patrick's Day, which is what, March 17th.
Yep.
The stream
Sounds right.
itself will be starting. Huh?
Sounds right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw your head saying no. I'm like, was I wrong on that date?
March 17th on a Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
And we're planning on starting the stream around noon.
And we're planning on not streaming on Friday.
Yes.
Sure. You're not
Very
streaming on the
important
18th.
point there.
So the stream itself will be starting, yes, at noon. We have a stream, which is going to be our Pokemon randomizer since we're not streaming on Friday.
Woo!
From 12 to 2, we're going to be doing a Pokemon randomizer. And after we're done with that stream, we're taking the rest of that day and the next day to just kind of hang out and do stuff. But if you guys want to be here for the Smash maybe, which was a thing that we've talked about in the past,
Indeed.
or whatever other things we have, I don't know. I don't know how far we want to reveal. Do we want to reveal everything?
Why not?
Why not?
Because Aaron, we got
guys
like
wanna
we have
know what
1,000
all-
people here, and those 1,000 people need to know what's going to be coming
You guys
into our
want to know
stream
what
later.
all games we have?
Yeah, let's reveal some
planned that we
stuff.
wanna
Holding
do?
off to reveal things is ridiculous and cruel.
It
Is it? All right, well then we might as well reveal this so that we're not being cruel, right?
Right.
Exactly.
So
I guess.
let's talk about some of the stuff that we're going to be playing.
Everybody voted.
Some of the ideas we have, first off, is going to be we're going to have Smash,
Smash.
which is something that we've played before. I've been-
Schedule subject to change. We might just smash the entire time.
True.
Probably not.
True. Things could change. It is possible. Nothing is foreseen 100%. Also, the subathon, we are going up to a point. We will not be going for 100 hours.
No, yeah.
There's a cap off point that we do have. So, but some of the games,
But you know, it's always subject to change. Who knows what drunk us will decide?
Sure.
I suppose that's also true.
Sorry, I just saw in chat. That looks like Rick's route to work.
It does.
So we do have Smash that we're going to be playing.
Yep.
We also have Ultimate Chicken Horse that we're going to be doing.
Yep.
We have Heave Ho on the list of games we're going to be playing.
And we'll get to be back on the couch.
We are, yeah. We're going to be
Yeah.
doing some of the couch streams. It's going to be fun. Like, and there's nothing more fun than playing Smash, but like being next to each other where it's just like, I don't know, just something different.
And that
It
is Under the Influence, Ultimate Chicken Horse, and Don't Heave Ho.
Sure. There's some drinking rules that we have kind of implemented,
Yeah.
some ideas.
Sure.
Some things may change a little bit.
We're going to be talking about those drinking rules and stuff later on.
We also have we discussed a long time ago and talked about on channel at different points was pizza rankings in
Yes.
Marietta. And we figured it's a good time while we're needing food and hungry and
Lubricated.
streaming for a while to maybe finally do that. So we will kind of be ranking and discussing different pizzas from franchises and from local places here in Marietta,
Yep.
which is like, I don't know, like 12 places or something like that.
Yeah.
So
There are.
it's gonna be
There's-
interesting.
There's
A
12.
lot of pizza.
There's not 17 places.
And a lot of drinks.
No.
What?
No. It was like 13.
It was 12. I'm pretty sure.
It's not 17. 17's too many. Anyway, after that too, we also have Overcooked we're going to be playing. We're also going to play Fall Guys, which that will be open for people to join in.
Indeed.
We're just going to do the big open lobby stuff that we did before, which will be really cool.
Mhm.
And we're also going to be having Minecraft on the stream, which is something we haven't had on a Blind Wave stream yet.
I've
Yep.
never played Minecraft, not once.
Yeah.
I'm interested, and I will be inebriated.
I'm almost positive I've played it the most and like it the least of anyone here.
Don't know that you've
Well,
played
we're gonna
it
have a good
the
time.
most.
St. Patty's Day
Uh-huh.
Minecraft, Rick.
Sure. And yeah, I don't know. I've played it some. I've had fun with it. I'm excited to like see how our shenanigans occur playing Minecraft and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we might not get all of those games. We might get to all of those games. It really depends on
We
how
will be
the-
playing them all.
Yeah,
We might do all those games and more.
But whether you get to watch us play them all,
that's
Yeah.
true.
That's the
Yes.
question.
Rick will have to play Minecraft regardless.
yes.
Indeed.
The thing is whether or not it'll be streamed. So, if you guys are interested in checking that out, make sure you guys join us. It'll be March 17th for the subathon,
Mm-hmm.
the sub crawl.
Yep.
I like that name.
And along with Minecraft, we've been asking over in our Discord server whether people would be interested in some like Blind Wave hosted servers for different games
Indeed.
as well. So if you have an opinion on that, maybe head over to our Discord server. I think it's under gaming.
There's the games,
Games.
channel and stuff that's been talked about in there. And
Yeah.
Let your
so-
opinion be heard of what kind of games you might be interested for that sort of thing.
Yeah, and that could be a thing that we might be doing. A lot of it's like there's tons of games that we could have servers for. The thing is like, well, what are people interested in as well? So we could be starting that up here soon. But yeah, that's gonna be March 17th. Make sure you guys join us. I'm actually looking forward to it. It's been a long time since we've had any kind of drinking type of stream.
Well, it's been a long time since we've drank together. I was going to say, but then I remembered Christmas.
Sure.
Sure. We had a little
That was a little bit.
Christmas
Wasn't
party
too much.
here.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
It was fun though.
Have I drank, like seriously drank since last drunk stream?
The room?
Yeah, I definitely I got buzzed in the room. At one point, I broke my spoon in my hands. I remember that.
That's true.
Yeah, so I guess since then, probably. I mean, I've had drinks, but not like drunk.
I'm interested because I will be off my anxiety medicine this time.
Oh, yeah.
And that affects your inebriation level tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Make sure that you guys, if you're interested, be there with us. Keep us going, and all of us here, and then you, we're all going to have fun responsibly.
Of course.
Indeed.
always.
Yeah, and there'll be more information as we get closer, or at least on the stream too that we have. So lots of information that we need to toss out and whatnot. But there's all the general stuff, I think, and the games that are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to Minecraft too, because I played it some with the kids, but I haven't played it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually I'm learning from the kids how to play, what I gotta do, and then I spend just so much time just doing my own thing.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be fun. We have that roadmap, the very straight roadmap, but it is gonna be a drunk stream. Things are subject to change, and who knows what happens in the middle of that chaos.
True.
So you don't want to miss it, because yes, we have things planned, but it's the unplanned things that you don't want to miss.
It's the phone switching.
It's the phone switching.
And the
That
surprise
is probably
chicken.
my favorite one.
Surprise chicken.
Yeah.
Surprise chicken. Anything else on that? For that, I think that's everything, right?
I think so.
Good on that.
Yeah.
So.
We probably don't. There's gonna be some fun stuff. Come check it out.
Calvin,
Indeed.
do you feel drunk whenever we're playing Pokemon?
He
No,
feels
it's not so
hungover.
much drunk. It's like a hyper soberness.
A hyper.
Like I am as delubricated
Uh-huh.
as I could possibly be.
You're the designated driver of
Yeah.
the stream. Like
Yeah.
we're having a good time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you're over there just being
It's
like these
because
idiots.
of your suffering that our time is enhanced.
Why did I have to draw this short straw?
Yeah,
There was no
that makes a
straw.
lot of sense,
There
and I
was
literally can't wait for more tomorrow, 3 p.m. right here at
Oh,
twitch.tv/blindwave.
Gosh.
I'm excited. I've been having a lot of fun with that, and just like the mod of it all being a little different, and
Mm-hmm.
like Calvin, if he Calvin go back and look at the highlights and be like, okay, here's what's coming for me. But I also know that Calvin also is like, what is that? You know, like
Yeah.
at the same time. So there's like a little mixture. But I didn't know like chat would be like, hey, it's this. Calvin, make sure you have this. Like right now you got your champion Geodude coming in there, and like
Geodude's helping a lot.
Geodude's pretty good. Like he's a cool one to have.
Yeah.
Just gotta watch out for a few things. But I like Geodude. Get him evolved, the Graveler, and then stop there and find someone else.
He's a good tank, right?
He can be, yeah.
Good defense.
I guess you can get to Golem because you don't have to trade now. It's probably a level that he's changed it to, because the evolving is usually a trade for him.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know what it's changed to initially, or not initially, but now.
Gotcha.
But yeah, do that. He'd be a good one to have. Tanky, except for just don't take him against like water and grass and probably the ground.
Sure.
All right. Anyone else have anything else from the week or anything that was things that they enjoyed or didn't enjoy, or?
I got woken up to my dog barking more than I've ever heard him bark. Like, he doesn't have an aggressive bone in his body, but woke up like at 1 or 2 in the morning to him just. So I was like, okay, well, this is very strange, you know. Went outside. There were 4 police cruisers right outside of my house. 2 of them, one in each of my driveways, because I have a driveway that goes around my house and one goes in front of my house. There.
Are you getting raided?
They were in my driveway,
They found that stuff I put in your car.
and then there were 2. I know, in my, yeah, and my phone. And then
That's
there
what
were
you
2
wanted.
There were 2 like pretty much in my yard, like on the road in my yard. And yeah, it was a shock to look out and be like, "What have I done?" It was kind of what I was thinking. It's like, I think I'm good. I don't think I didn't get like a ticket and didn't pay it. I haven't dumped any like trash somewhere I shouldn't. It's like shit. What
They're
did I
never
do?
gonna find that
and then,
body.
For a brief moment, I was like, Jancy, what'd she do? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, obviously. No, I really wasn't that like worried. I was just like, okay, this is strange. And then went up to the guy. The police officer came up to me later. He was like, there was a guy that got drunk on Front Street. Where our studio is on Front Street. It's very close to my house. But he got drunk at a bar, and he was walking on my road and decided that his apartment's on the top of the hill, and to get them there, he has to kind of go around the hill and then up. He decided in his drunken state, I'm just going to walk through here, which is the property between my neighbor and my property. And he walked up to the top of the hill, and being drunk, fell back down into my neighbor's like yard house, and my neighbor just called the cops. And the cops got there, and no joke, like apparently they got there in like 2.5 minutes. Because he hadn't even like gotten back up. Granted, he was drunk, but gotten back up before 4 police officers were on top of him.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I mean, at nighttime here in Marietta, typically the roads are pretty bare. So
Sure.
I mean,
the cops are bored. Also,
yeah, like up, hurry up and get there. Something's going on. But
Yeah.
oh, finally something.
yeah,
But he was literally like from our bedroom, and then we have this little side room off our bedroom, and then you can see out from there. Like he was literally 10 steps away from there, like between our 2 properties. So Obi just heard a man like men jumping on other men is what happened. Was this is what he heard, because the cops were there by the time he had woken up or whatever. So they put that guy in a cruiser and they took off. And I'm like, okay, well, that was interesting. And then I don't know, 3 minutes later, they all just came back in the same spots they were at. I'm like, shit, now what I do? But they were looking for the guy's keys. He couldn't find his keys.
oh really?
Yeah. He was like, oh, shit, I dropped my keys. So they had to go and like search the entire hill.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
with their headlights and their car
Everywhere
lights.
that he
looking for
fell
keys.
and rolled
yeah.
over and got tackled.
Yeah. So, and then they left.
Have a good.
And then I
circle.
couldn't go back to sleep.
For a good circle of everything. I wish the guy would have been like there. But for some reason, he was just like throwing all his cardboard into your yard.
Son of a bitch.
Like he's from the same place where you were dumping it and stuff too. Like he just,
Yeah.
oh, it's this asshole, and you just throw it, and then the cops come and arrest him.
Karma
And
personified.
it's a circle.
Yeah.
Great.
Anyway, so that happened. That was a shocker. I just remember looking out the window. Like I have a little window in my kitchen, just looking out and seeing like 4 cruisers, being like, "The fuck did I do?"
Yeah, because they're outside your house, right?
I mean, it isn't. I don't. Yeah, like
They
and
didn't pull in your neighbor's
it
driveway.
looked like like every point of escape, at least in a car, was blocked. Like this driveway, and then the yard. Like you can't leave without hitting a police cruiser, pretty much.
You just start running up the hill.
I guess so, but I would have fallen just like that guy did and lost my keys.
But you are not drunk.
That'd been funny. But well, some excitement then for you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And it was kind of like a thing where it's like, Obi, quit freaking out. You're freaking out over. Oh,
What's going on?
good job, Obi. good guard dog. Because you think he's probably just barking at a squirrel or something or a skunk, but nope.
Did he hear the noise, or was it just the lights?
I think it was both.
Both.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't have anything that eventful.
No. Yeah, either.
No. The over this past weekend, I did a build and battle thing with my kids, and we all built like our own decks out of like booster packs and stuff from Pokemon and whatnot, and battled and stuff. So I had a good time with them doing that, and the kids got some really good pulls, like some V stuff and V Max and like full art cards and stuff like that too. Like there was some that Kanan wanted to use because they were good cards for his deck, but Melanie was like, maybe you shouldn't use these ones. You know, like we'll give you a fake card and it will represent this card, okay?
Yeah, don't play with the
because we had him
with
in
the good card.
sleeves and we didn't want him to bend them up or anything. It's like, oh, okay. But no, they got some pretty good stuff out of that. So I was like,
Yeah.
well, that was cool. We'd never done one of those before, so it was neat to like just spend the time with the kids, and they're trying to learn how to build a deck and stuff. But that was like my most fun. We also had Raid, which was cool. But
You know
for
what?
World of
So
Warcraft.
like
You know
the
what you should do?
Okay. I was gonna say like the pesticide.
No, for World of
Like
Warcraft.
Shadow Legends.
No, not Shadow Legends.
Not Shadow Legends
Oh,
either.
I'm no
Okay.
longer interested.
WoW's new patch came out. We started that. Our group got 3 of the bosses down on Tuesday, which was pretty cool.
Mhm.
So we're gonna work on more of that tonight. So
Cool.
Awesome.
That was good.
You should on Saturday over in Parkersburg at the Parkersburg Art Center. There's gonna be a big like toy expo.
Toy Expo.
Yeah, Classics Plastics has their toy expo there every year. You should go. They probably have like Pokemon cards and stuff there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Where is
then
it?
March 20th, I think it is. There is going to be the Ohio Toy and Game Expo up at the fairground, the Columbus Fairgrounds.
Oh.
I think I'm going to go up and hang out with my brother with that. I haven't done anything like that in 2 years, and I think it'd be fun. But the Parkersburg one, that's the one where Buff
Timmy's-
Bagwell came up to me and he's like,
Oh.
puppy, puppy, puppy. My dog.
was that the one Timothy Zahn was at too?
Yeah, yep. That's where I got my Grand Admiral Thrawn signed.
Highlight of my week. So I don't know how long we've been doing bad movie nights, but Wednesday over Discord, watch bad movies, and it's always a great time. It's probably been, has it been a year? I don't know. It's been at least a year.
Sure.
But like, you know, you see all the classics, and you've got to have some like deep pools after a while,
I
right?
get you.
You got to keep it fresh. Sometimes you're watching things blind and you don't know. But I did not realize that most people on this earth have not seen Suburban Sasquatch.
No, I've seen
Which-
Suburban Commando.
Made me realize my mind is so warped that I just couldn't even process that possibility.
What?
You don't listen to us.
It's like people.
I've been telling you, you've been watching the wrong movies this whole time, Rick.
it's
Why would
like-
I watch this, Rick?
Well,
Well, I gotta look it up now.
like, what's the movie that you would say, oh, well, everyone's seen that?
Star Wars?
Yeah, like a Star Wars or a Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
You know, like just a timeless classic that, well, obviously everyone's seen this. Like this is a cultural touchstone that everyone's going to get references for.
Dragonheart.
Okay, I immediately am just exiting out of this, and this will go up on the poll. I must see more.
It looks like something that we did when we were kids. If what I'm looking at is the right thing, I know.
Suburban Sasquatch.
And yeah, I was just shocked that people had not seen it, and so gleeful because I got to share it
With
with a
others.
group of my friends.
Yeah.
And it was a highlight.
It's been a while since we've had a bad movie reaction.
We
Maybe
should
that'd
do
be a good
more.
one.
Oh, I've got to save the sound in case we do a reaction. I can't be given hints.
Yes.
Oh man, it was so much fun.
I delight in the things other people find
Wait.
pleasure in, even the things I don't understand. But I feel like I understand that one.
It's a real good one.
Uh-huh.
And then, as far as the boxing stuff goes,
Wait. So you watched this past week?
yesterday,
Okay.
last night, which
Was there a lot of drinking involved?
I only drank water because I have to recover.
Huh. Okay. All right.
Other people might have drank, and I've drank during bad movie weeks in the past, but I've stepped up the boxing training considerably lately. So I've been getting to bed early, and I've been not drinking any alcohol, so I can recover as much as possible. But that's been a good milestone because it's been about 10 months now, and like the training goal has always been like try to do the training for competitive amateur boxing. So that's like a certain level of training, so many rounds in a week, so many hours spent or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's been a slow build, and I've done full days, but never like full weeks. So this is my first time doing a full week, and I'm a little over halfway through. And I'll wake up and I'll be like, well, I think I've hit my limit, and I need some more time in order to get to this point. But once I start the workout, I'm okay. So it's kind of like discovering your new final form every time.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's been feeling pretty good. We'll see how long I can keep it up at my old age of 33.
Old age.
Shut up.
I've been keeping up with my workouts. I started about a month and a half ago, I think, like 3 times a week. And I was really telling myself, like, I just need to form like this habit, 30 days. Once I've done that, then I just have, well, you know, it'll be normal. But it feels like I hit 30 days, and I was just constantly trying to look for excuses not to do it. Like, damn it. I felt like I was better a week ago than I am this week.
Sure.
I don't know why, but I think Tuesday, I was getting ready to start my workout, and I was just sitting there like, I don't want to fucking do this right now. I don't have to. I'm a grown man, can do what the fuck I want. And I sat there like, I'm already here. Might as well I'll just do one more set. And I did that until I finished.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's.
So I like begrudgingly did it. I think I'm going in waves, so I need to wait out until my next wave.
It definitely comes in waves, and like the big thing is showing up. Because like once you start moving, then the body just kind of takes over, and you just kind of go.
Yeah.
So no, I definitely get that. And like for me, boxing is just fun.
Yeah.
Like I've fallen off weightlifting before because I just didn't really enjoy doing it so much.
Sure.
But boxing, I just have so much fun with.
Yeah.
Are you getting to weights that have like you're starting to get to a point where like you got to put in more effort, a lot more effort for it too?
I honestly feel like I'm putting in the same amount of effort because I feel I started really a lot lighter than I used to start at.
Sure.
I've definitely felt more fatigued on my off days, but not necessarily like pained.
Gotcha.
Which is nice.
I know a lot of people that it's often when you hit to a point where like it's really getting tough to like get the pushes and stuff like that it's easier to start making the excuses of like, man, it's really hard. Maybe I'll maybe I'll take a break, or I need to rest a little longer, or
it's
something
not
along
even
those lines. So.
It's not even the workout. It's like, okay, I'm transferring from bench to deadlift. I'm like, I gotta take this shit off, bring this here, put this down here. It's really hard to put the weights on like on the ground, so I put it on the lowest rung bar that we have, and then my deadlift is getting heavy to the point where I have to. It's like a whole damn workout just to take it off the bar and put it on the ground, So I've been doing that. Like that's my times where I'm like, I don't fucking do this. But no, when I just do the deadlift, I'm like, okay, so I gotta do this 5 times, I'm done. And then I'm like, now I gotta put it away.
Sure.
But I think it's just my brain playing tricks on me.
Well, and the human brain is just great at that.
Yeah.
Like once you get, and Maggie's been dealing with this a lot more, or knows the reason for it since she got diagnosed with ADHD. But like once you get in a groove with something, like it's amazing how easy something can be to do. Yeah. But if you're not in that groove, just every little thing can be a distraction, or like your brain just latches on.
Yeah. It definitely helps when like, oh man, brand new episode of the podcast I listened to is up. Like, oh, I'm gonna go work out, so I can listen to it or something like that. So that I've found myself doing that as well.
Yeah, I'll definitely go and like watch an episode of Hajime no Ippo or something.
Sure.
And, like hype myself up.
Gotcha. Yeah. I from what I hear that you've said, that will do it.
Oh, it will. I don't know if there's any weightlifting anime, but you should look
say
into that.
It ruins your days at Blind Wave.
It does.
You watch that, you work out, you get all jazzed up, and then the rest of your day is just up, downhill from there, uphill. I don't know, whichever.
Oh man. But if we watch Suburban Sasquatch,
I'm up for it.
I don't know. I might take the day off that day. I don't know if I can do it.
Man, I don't know what.
We'll come to your house.
Yeah, no, I know. Like Eric is like, I don't want to do my workout today. I don't know. Maybe I skip that leg day. I don't know.
Strenuous.
It looks like I don't know if I would. I don't think I would
it.
enjoy them the way Rick enjoys these movies.
Oh, we'll have a good time.
See, I get to enjoy the movies because I do just legitimately enjoy them and watch them by myself. But then I also get to enjoy making other people watch them or having other people watch them in my presence.
I feel like there's so many more movies that I could watch to enjoy. Like there's so many things I want to watch that like some of the stuff that's like it's just so bad. I feel like there's so many better things.
But
like,
you appreciate the good things even more.
It's like you when you're like, this is too good for me to enjoy and not good enough for me to enjoy. And I'm like, I don't understand that at all. When you watch these, and I'm like, how do you enjoy these? I don't know. There's like a weird line where I'm like, I don't quite get it, So I'll try it again, I guess. The Room was just a thing of like, why? I don't know what this is. Why is this a thing? Why have they had sex 3 times? I don't even know their names. Like, I don't know.
What's she doing with her belly button?
It's like, I have no connection to these people. Am I supposed to be sad, happy? I don't know.
The perplexity is what makes it fun. It feels like I'm doing a hint hunt while watching these movies sometimes.
Gotcha.
Where I have so many questions that I will never probably get the answers to. That's okay. That's what philosophy is all about.
Yeah.
I suppose. But I could watch there's so many movies that you're like, Aaron, you need to watch this movie. It's so good. How have you not watched it? I'm like, I don't know. I just haven't watched it. Like, okay, well, watch Sasquatch instead. I'm like, Should I watch these movies though? I was like, I watched Sasquatch. I'm like, all right.
Hydrate.
I guess I'll watch these classics later. Rocky or Gladiator or
We should each make a list.
there was
of
something
like,
else this week that was mentioned. I can't remember what it was, and it's like,
Oh yeah, what was it?
you ever
Shit.
seen this? I'm like, I haven't seen that. What? I'm like,
Yeah.
I forget what it was.
Fuck.
Damn, we should have written it down.
Something this week.
It was
that he hadn't
Unbelievable.
watched, and we were like, "What? You haven't seen that? What are we doing? Let's just do that now."
right now.
Remember when we finished Mortal Kombat Annihilation and we almost just started watching Super Mario, the Mario movie, like in the middle of that video?
We were very close.
We were so close.
See, with that one I enjoy, but I also have like a nostalgia for it.
Sure.
You know? So I think it's part of that. Whereas like maybe if I watched Sasquatch and loved it as a kid kind of thing, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I need to watch this. Oh man, this is so bad. But as a kid, I didn't care, you know? But I don't have that for that movie. So I don't know.
I enjoy people that try. They fail, but they try.
Exactly.
There's something about that because there's that thing like 99% of all movies I've ever been started never finished. Like these people are in the 1%.
They are.
Like they did it. What the fuck did you do?
They've
Nothing.
achieved.
Nothing. Like I enjoy. Like is it done in earnest? That's even better. You know what? They fucking did it.
Sure.
I want to see this.
Rick and I did those.
Suburban.
I'm sure they're bad. I haven't seen them in a long time.
I have. They are.
They're bad, right? Those were done in earnest as kids. Like, we're going to make a movie.
We should watch those
You know?
at some point.
The fact that Rick stunt doubled for a kid who was at least twice his size was ridiculous, you know?
Well, twice my size in one dimension and half my size in the other.
So, like, I don't know. It was just, I get that, but I made that, so I can laugh and enjoy and whatnot. I don't know. I feel like
And we were children.
I feel like some of the bad movies, it's like a cringy kind of moment. You know what I mean? Like, oh, what is this?
I enjoy the cringe sometimes. It depends on the cringe. I don't
Maybe.
enjoy like seeing people get injured cringe.
Sure.
I don't enjoy
So
bad
that
American
video-
Idol cringe.
That I showed you, you didn't like.
Just
That was
like,
so funny.
if there's like a post or like a thread where it's like, watch this guy's knee. Ew. I can't click it.
You can't.
Sometimes I will click it and I'll like pause it and go like every 10 seconds and be like, what happened to his knee? If it's like inside out, I don't want to see it, But if like, it's like, oh, I don't know what it'll be.
Remember
But
watching
that
Calvin's?
gets me.
Remember watching Calvin's video?
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
so. We're like,
know,
oh, Eric,
it's-
come look. No, like, no,
No.
it's not that bad. Come here, look at this. You're like,
No,
yo,
like it's
yo,
real,
down.
genuine, accidental pain because that kind of thing, I'll see that kind of thing and then I'll just feel it happening to me. I'll
yeah.
feel like, oh no, I missed a step and now my toes touch my thighs. You know what I'm saying? Like I made the wrong fucking choice. So, but whenever it's a movie and I see like a really bad effect of a mannequin's knee being blown out, that's great.
Sure. I get it.
Face
stuff.
Off could have been it. Someone said Face Off.
Off!
Face
Yeah,
Off.
that
that's
was
what
it.
it was.
It was
Thank God,
Face
chat.
Off.
Face Off. Thank
This
you
man
so much.
hasn't.
Who said that?
Expo. Thank you.
So Aaron hasn't seen Face Off. I think that might have been it. But see, that goes with the idea I had where I was like, we should do an all Nick Cage poll.
You want to hear about that fucking movie? Yes. Every time I watch it, I'm like, I hate that.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
I fucking hate when that happens.
I was going to say, well, you're not supposed to be rooting for that character, but you are.
All right, sorry. No, I want to watch it so bad.
Oh, Face Off. Hot
Face
damn.
Off.
Let's
Yeah.
watch it right now.
Yep.
We can do Twitch watch-alongs, right?
All right, Jake.
Is it on Amazon Prime?
I
If
don't
it's
know.
on Amazon, I think you can.
Oh, man. I know Suburban Sasquatch is. Let's go, baby.
Suburban
Right now.
Sasquatch.
Buckle up.
All right.
We just
well,
bought all that booze.
Pretty sure tomorrow is our next.
That's your excuse.
We're prepared.
We do have a bunch of booze in the library. We're prepared.
We're
for
ready.
St.
It's gonna go to
Patrick's
waste. Otherwise,
Day. Okay, so
It's like
tomorrow
milk. It goes bad.
we have a movie poll going up on Patreon tomorrow.
A movie poll? Yeah,
So
that goes up tomorrow.
Face Off. Suburban
Sasquatch.
What?
Sasquatch.
We're not going with just a Nick Cage movie?
Can you, you need to cut out this section of the podcast and put it on that poll so people understand.
Yes.
Be- Because people are going to see Suburban Sasquatch. Like, I've never
What the
heard
fuck
of
is that? I ain't
I don't know what
voting
that
for
is.
Yeah.
They need my pitch.
No, this is democracy. We do not supply with all
I heard your pitch,
information.
Rick, and I would vote against it.
Okay. So I need 3 more.
But that's why people should vote.
So it's not just gonna be. Is it bad movies? Is Face Off a bad movie?
It's a Nick
It's
Cage
not
movie.
bad like Suburban Sasquatch.
Just pick
it's
5 Nick
bad
Cage
like
movies.
most Michael
It's
Bay movies.
awesome.
You have like Mandy, Face Off, the Pig,
It's a John Woo movie, right?
the
It is,
the Wicker Man, and
I have never seen Wicker Man.
me either. And
You need to specify which one, because
no, you don't if it's a Nick Cage poll.
I suppose that's true.
But Suburban Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Samurai Cop.
Jujitsu,
I mean,
Jiu-jitsu.
Samurai Cop is great.
whatever it was.
Jitsu.
Yeah,
Jiu-jitsu.
it's just jujitsu.
You see, like those are
Okay.
all
Do you want me
really.
to take off Suburban Sasquatch?
I mean, I do.
Yeah, let's just
Oh.
pick it. Fuck it.
Just
Yeah.
pick it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, take it off the poll and we do it. That's
So we
all
got
I'm
Face Off, Wicker Man, Jiu-Jitsu. What else?
So, Aaron, in 5 years, when I'm able to get us to watch another bad movie, and we watch Neil Breen, you will thank me for Suburban Sasquatch.
You're right.
I dislike that you say that and like off mic, way over in the corner. I just hear Jake like,
All right,
why
I
you
need 2
say that?
more
I'm like,
Nick
what?
Cage
I like
movies.
Con Air is good, and
I've
The
seen
Rock
it.
is good.
I have seen those. Those are
I've
great.
seen both of those.
and I would
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
those. Yeah.
Prisoners of the Ghostland is...
Prisoners of the Ghost. What about Pig?
Pig should be on there.
big.
What about that?
but you said you liked Pig.
No, I
Mandy?
said I need to watch it again.
What about
'cause
that?
I feel like I should
space,
have.
space one.
Color Out of Space.
Color.
You guys are being
Out.
part of a poll, guys. You guys. Are
Vampire's
Space.
Kiss.
Oh
Oh,
my
God,
God.
Eric. Put Vampire's Kiss on there.
Okay, now.
Wait, how many-
Delete whichever one that you just
So,
said
everybody,
to put Vampire's Kiss on there.
now, we literally do this every 2 weeks. Okay? By ourselves. And then people get mad, like, why'd you fucking pick this one? No one wants it. So we have Face Off, Wicker Man, Jiu-Jitsu, Prisoners of the Ghostland, Pig, Color of Outer Space, and Vampire's Kiss.
Get rid of Pig.
Wait, how many is that?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Get rid of everything except for Vampire's
We need
Kiss.
to lose 2.
All right. So what are the ones that we want to have on there? And what we'll actually do, I can put 5 on the Twitch poll, and they can help us decide. We'll pick the top like 3 or whatever out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I don't get what you mean,
so
but
So we'll
Vampire's
have a
Kiss
mini
is-
poll here on Twitch to
A
help us
mini
decide what the
poll on
movie poll is
Twitch?
going to be.
So
Damn.
Vampire's Kiss is definitely going on, and Face Off is definitely going on. So put the
Those
other
two,
3
yeah,
on the
okay.
Twitch poll.
I'd say those 2 are locks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Vampire's Kiss and Face Off are
then it's Pig.
definitely going to be on it.
Jiu-Jitsu,
Yep.
2
Wicker
words.
Man,
Wicker Man,
Prisoners of the Ghostland,
Prisoners
and
of
Color Out of Space.
Yes. Normally it's spelled in the British way, but I don't know
With a
which
U.
way the movie's spelled.
I don't know.
Out of Space.
Yeah.
Out of.
The Color Out of Space is the name of the
You know, when I do
short story.
polls for like the CW shows, like Ultra, our editor, he always sends me what our polls are so I can just copy and paste. But he's from the UK and he spells colors like that way, so I always have to correct it.
All right. So.
Change it, not correct it.
I'm kidding. Ultra.
All right. So we'll have chat will help us decide what's going to be on this poll.
Okay.
And the options I have are Pig, Jiu-Jitsu, Wicker Man, Prisoners of the Ghostland, and Color Out of Space.
All
Color
right.
out of.
Now they're
Out
going
of
to be.
or out of?
What are they voting on?
Color Out of Space.
We're just going to take the top 3 and add them to Face Off and
Vampire's Kiss.
Vampire's Kiss. That sound good? Chat,
it-
you're going to help us to narrow this down instead of us having to decide.
Okay.
All right.
Are we saying there's a possibility that I'm going to get Vampire's Kiss one week and then Suburban
No.
Scotch
That is impossible.
the next week?
Okay, if I didn't spell anything right, it's fine. I know what they mean. Whatever wins, you guys know what they mean. We just went over all this. You guys watch us make this for 10
I
minutes.
think we just found a new segment for podcasts. We'll just double up and not having to do this off stream and yelling at each other.
You're right.
And we'll just blame
Yeah.
the Twitch audience for all the all
And
the
if you
options.
don't like it, YouTube viewer, fuck Twitch.
It's
Turn
Twitch.
them against each other.
Twitch's fault, did this. Come to Twitch. You could have helped decide.
Yeah, we can avoid all of the injuries, both physical and emotional, that result.
that
Sure.
we have the result. Yep.
As we should just maybe we do that and we make Twitch polls or how we decide. Like, guys, you want a bad movie night, a bad movie poll, a Nick Cage poll, an action poll? You know, we could
We're
have
such
that.
fools. How have we not thought of this before?
It's a great idea,
Yeah.
right?
I'm glad I came up with it.
Twitch can decide, then Patreon Patreon chooses the movie. Twitch chooses like our categories. And
It's
stuff.
all thanks. You know what? This is all thanks to Suburban Sasquatch.
Suburban
It is.
Sasquatch, thank you.
Which is going on the poll.
No, it's not.
No, it already
You're right.
won. It doesn't need to be on the poll.
It's a pick.
Oh my god.
So a lot of people have always asked, like, how do you guys decide what goes on polls? Sometimes it's very methodical. We take the information that we've gathered throughout the year on, like, what is the most requested stuff, what's new, what has Regency bias, all these different things. And then stuff like today happens where it's just like, fuck it, Face Off, Pig, what else?
I've been wanting a Nick Cage like poll for a while, just because there's so many Nick Cage movies I
Yeah.
haven't seen.
When does the new one come out? The like Life and
The Nick Cage
Yeah.
movie. I don't know.
Oh, where it's like a. Is it like a biopic of his life or whatever?
Let's see. When does that come out? The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yeah.
Is the name of the movie.
So make sure you guys vote on your favorite, because the top 3 we'll put on the poll for Patreon to decide.
Theaters April 22nd.
Oh
Okay.
gosh.
So
Gotcha.
It's in a month and a half.
yeah, that one looks pretty interesting. But no, even if we didn't have them help choose what went on the poll, even having them help choose like what category we should pick.
What's a theme?
Yeah,
for a
because
poll?
I like having the theme
We
sometimes
did have
too.
like a racing car theme.
We've done that. We had like an
Halloween, of
action-y one,
course.
I
We've
think,
had
once.
sci-fi, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Sequels to things we've already done.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have different themes like that, and it would help us to also remember to make sure not to wait until the weekend when like, hey, I need a poll and I didn't put it up.
Oftentimes, it's like, hey guys, Friday, we got to remember to make that poll. I'm like, okay, and then we don't, and then it's Saturday. I'm like doing Patreon in the morning. All I want to do is sleep in on the weekends. I'm doing Patreon stuff in the morning. I'm like, oh fuck, a poll. I'll think of it later. I go back to bed, and then it's like 4 p.m. Like, shit, I don't have anything. I'll just make something up sometimes.
Or you text us, but everyone's asleep, so no one answers or something.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage has blessed us so much. We could probably go a year just with Nicolas Cage.
Maybe.
It's
we
true.
could.
With very little repeats.
Yeah.
Very little repeat.
Yeah.
You think people would be mad about the amount of anime on the channel?
Or the amount of DC.
Or the amount of Fast and the Furious.
Or Fast and the Furious.
We still got to finish that.
Same thing.
We still got another one of those to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
have
do.
one more of those.
There's one more,
One
right?
more.
Yeah.
And will
I
be
haven't
another.
seen it.
You haven't? This will be your first fresh one.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice to watch. So yeah. I'm interested to see. The poll still has time. I gave plenty of time.
Oh,
to
you
make
gave
sure.
a long poll.
I
Okay.
made sure I gave plenty of time so people could like be able to vote, and
Yeah.
like if they just tuned in or something like that, and they're like, "What the hell? Why is there all these Nick Cage movies?" So there's lots of time. I'm gonna say Wicker Man's probably gonna be on the list.
Yeah, Wicker
Is-
Man
It has a
Sure.
pretty big lead right now.
leading pretty hard.
Now the other thing too. I'm just saying, Vampire's Kiss and Wicker Man have the same runtime.
That has nothing to do with anything.
We
Two
can just
birds
watch
with
them
one stone,
both at the
Aaron.
same
No,
time.
we are not watching 2 movies at once. I don't know how you
It's-
full length that. I don't know how you reaction that.
Let me tell you.
No, it's ridiculous.
We are breaking new ground in the Reactorverse.
I won't be able to understand both movies at the same time. Rick.
You won't be able to understand
Multi-react.
either of them watching them on their own.
Well, good.
So
I
you
need
lose
to-
nothing.
I need to do that. Okay. That's ridiculous. I don't know how you do that. You've already seen them when you watch them together, right?
Yeah.
Like, give me
No.
that at least. Let me watch them both and then watch them together. And then maybe we can talk about, oh man, I can't believe at the exact same time this guy does this when this guy does this.
It's a lot of fun.
It almost looks like he hands him a cup, or something. You know what I mean? Like some crazy shit like that.
It's like that Christmas game where you put like a Santa hat on the corner of the TV, and then you watch a movie, and if the hat lines up with someone's head, you drink. I love playing that game. You never played that game? No. It's amazing. When it's like, ah! And everybody drinks.
And the hat lines up.
Yeah.
Who made this game?
So who hasn't seen Wicker Man?
I have not. Maybe yes to.
I don't think I've seen all of it.
I haven't seen either one, right? Because there's 2 of them. Like one
Yeah.
with
Christopher Lee.
Count Dooku.
And this is our thing too, guys. Like, when we're coming up with the options, it's like the bare minimum is one person has not seen it.
Sure.
Because one, I mean, some of my favorite reactions are stuff that I've seen before. The Room. I had seen The Room before, but that was one of the best reactions of all time. In fact,
Prince of
3 of
Thieves.
us had.
True.
And there's, but also sometimes when we put something on, it's like, well, if it's just me that hasn't seen it, well, hell, it will be nice. Rick can have those 2 or 3 hours off, which
Sure.
is also nice sometimes because we do record all day.
Not off.
Not off. No, you're doing other things that
Yeah.
you usually
Off
would do in your
camera.
free time.
Off camera, yeah.
Yeah. But no, this is exciting. I like this.
No. It is sad, like when looking at like the movie poll things, and like we have like the big long show poll thing or TV.
Yeah.
We have the TV one and we have the movie poll things that we do with like the list, and it's like, oh man, these ones are like some of the higher ones that people wanted to see. It's like, who hasn't seen this? Like, I've seen it. Like, we've all seen this one. All
Sure.
right, well, we can't do that
No,
one.
yeah.
Damn.
But like even for a thing that only one of us hasn't seen, like we wouldn't put it on a poll or consider if we didn't think it's going to make for a great video. I know a lot of people they judge like, well, only one of them hasn't seen this thing, so it wouldn't be good. You know, like I'm like we know this reaction game pretty well. I know that we're going to make a great video if we have an option. So don't let that put you off on future things, everybody.
Just thinking about like how much fun we had watching like Mortal Kombat and Prince of Thieves, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
and
only,
Lost.
Sure, and only one of us hasn't seen it.
We could just do The Room again.
We could, and it would be a completely new experience for us.
So many times.
The
Room again.
Yeah,
I have to drink.
we all would have to drink. That's why it's a
man.
new experience.
All right. Well, guys, the poll's almost over, so if you're just joining in, make sure you vote. We're just trying to decide. You're going to help us decide what poll will be on for our next movie night over on Patreon. So you're going to help us pick the next 3 options. We already picked 2.
You
That's
said
what
the
the poll's
poll
for if
is
you just
over?
joined in. We haven't
The
announced.
poll is,
It's still running.
it's got like a quarter of the way left.
Yeah, it's probably got 3 minutes left on it.
So yeah,
So-
if you're watching this on YouTube, catch the podcast on Twitch so you can make these kind of decisions.
You never know what's going to happen.
Oh my gosh, Expo, you just said another thing that I completely agree with. Cage is good weird. Cruz is bad weird.
Someone earlier was like, is it just me, and probably Calvin, but is Cage a better actor than Cruz? No, I thought it was funny. Oh, man.
Yeah,
It's an
I agree with
interesting
that.
question.
I actually agree with that.
I think Cage is a better actor. Probably. He was at one point in his life, I should say. There was a time.
At some point. I don't know. I haven't seen all of both of their movies to really kind of like. I feel like I need to watch the worst of both and the best of both to kind of have a good idea of where they've
I've never
been, where they've
not
gone.
felt like a Tom Cruise performance wasn't a real person.
Sure.
Sometimes Nick Cage, like I understand this is a choice, but I don't know if this is a real person. If that makes sense. I don't know. Is that the standard of acting? Maybe it's not.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean dang.
Whoa,
Thank you
Pikachu.
so much, Pikachu.
What the fuck happened?
Holy shit.
Trying to look at the poll now.
He's gifted 50 subs.
50.
50.
The subathon hasn't started
Well,
yet, but I
start the
appreciate
timer.
it. No, we can't start the timer yet.
I'll get the drinks.
No,
We haven't.
That's not how it works. Oh man, thank you so much, Pikachu. We appreciate it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh man, it's so close between Jiu-Jitsu and Color Out of Space.
Oh my God, it's one vote.
It's a minute ago when I said, "Oh my gosh," they were equal.
Can I
It's
vote?
55 to
I
55.
can.
Dang it.
You
I've
can't
already written
vote.
it down.
Something went wrong.
Yeah,
Shit.
you can't vote, Rick.
God damn it. Let me get on my phone. Hang on.
Oh man, they keep going back and
They're
forth.
tied. It's 57
This is
57.
chaos.
Keep it, and we'll make it 6.
Ooh, how will we pick?
Huh?
How will we pick?
We'll just make it 6 options on the
Just
poll.
make it 6 options.
Yeah.
Then they just work together to try to make it all even.
No,
Look
there's
at
no
this.
way.
How much time is left?
I don't
I don't know.
Like
Do I have
10
time?
seconds.
30 seconds at most.
Maybe.
This is so harrowing.
Bam.
Twitch.tv/blindwave.
Successfully voted.
What, Rick? You son of a bitch! You can't vote.
I did it.
If you vote, I vote. I'm
You
voting.
better hurry.
Color Out of Space.
Well, add your vote, Aaron.
I had one to Color Out of Space.
No, you got to vote.
I don't know. I don't care.
And we're done.
All right.
Oh, you guys got it so close.
Thank you to chat. The 3 Eric that's gonna go on there with was it Face Off,
We have Face Off and Vampire's Kiss.
Vampire's Kiss. We're gonna have Wicker Man,
Wicker Man.
Pig,
Pig.
and Jiu-Jitsu.
I voted for Jiu-Jitsu.
Jitsu.
Oh man, that was the vote. Otherwise, it would have tied.
Rick, you can't do that.
Nope. This is the kind of chaos that happens. You want to make sure you're at twitch.tv/blindwave for podcasts and for a drunk stream coming up.
We had to.
When the Patty's there.
We had to break the tie somehow.
Unethical voting.
All right. So hopefully, Color Out of Space and Prisoners of the Ghostland will get at some point in the future.
Can't
Yeah.
believe one vote.
Did you like log out, log into your own account so you could vote, Rick?
No, I went onto my phone.
Windows
Son of
Phone.
a bitch.
That's what happens. That's what happens
count.
live.
When it comes to bad movies, I'm willing to ride the line.
That's how democracy dies.
Face Off, Vampire's Kiss,
Applause.
Wicker Man Pig, and Jujitsu.
Oh.
Yeah, write it down.
All right, everybody. Well, for those of you that are patrons, that'll be up tomorrow, I believe, is our next show movie poll. So
Indeed.
you can vote and you can tell others what happened and how it happened. Because inevitably there will be a comment being like, "What the fuck is this poll?"
All right, let's get to questions.
Questions?
Actually, I have news items.
You do have some news items, don't you?
I do indeed.
I will open up the question thing though, because we also will do questions at the end. I'm gonna check off all these posture checks. We also will do questions later in chat, so make sure you guys submit any thoughts, questions, concerns you guys have, and we'll talk about some of that at the end of the podcast.
How many redemptions for posture check were there?
I don't know, like 40 something, I think.
You guys are ridiculous.
There's 20 hydrates. Another hydrate.
My legs are cold.
I know.
Yesterday,
We should talk about that too, I guess.
yesterday our
Yeah.
AC just like blew up. Like literally, Jancy came downstairs like,
Eric
"Hey,
Literally did.
You ruined the story though,
oh,
because
no."
it started off where like Rick was like, "Man, it's so hot down here,"
Uh-huh.
and they're like, "Yeah, it is," but this was not yesterday. It was the day before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the day before.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, Rick's like, "It's still so hot in here. This AC doesn't work." Calvin's like, "It doesn't work." He goes, "Yeah, I turned it on. It's not blowing. Nothing's working." So Calvin left, came back, and he's like, "Oh, I found 2 breakers that had blown, or 2 breakers that had popped."
They
So-
tripped, so I reset them.
I reset them. One was for the AC. Everything should work fine now. I go, "Oh, okay." And then not within a minute, Jancy sent a video on text that said, "This just exploded."
It was a video through
Right
her
behind
office
her.
window
Yep.
of the external AC coil, and it was just spewing coolant and refrigerant out. And I was like, "This smells weird. I'm gonna go somewhere else." So they came downstairs, and we called the repairman.
Repair person.
The repair person. They came, checked it out, said the compressor blew a plug, and they said that it was going to be a month
A
Yep.
month to
to
fix
get
it.
the part in.
And we were recording that most of the day, and like you guys kept saying like, "Hey, it's hot," and I'm like, "I'm fine, I'm fucking fine." But I got up and like,
No
what did
cursing.
I'm
Sorry.
really good.
And it just started getting warmer.
Yeah,
around
it just
here.
started getting warmer around the weather outside. But I went to the bathroom and I came back. I'm like, that's a little toasty. So this morning I'm like, I don't want to fry. You know, I'm gonna wear some shorts. I'm gonna go to work, wear shorts. And then they came and fixed it today.
Yeah.
So now I'm cold. Which all is what I meant, is why I was cold. I didn't mean to ruin the story.
No, I just love the idea that Calvin's like, "Hey, I fixed it," and then
That
like
was pretty
almost
funny.
immediately, Jancy's like, "This just exploded behind me," and it's like
Yeah.
there's a video and it's like smoking out
Yeah.
the top of it, and it was just like
It is a little
crazy.
chilly. My hands are usually cold. I feel like right now they're maybe the coldest they've ever been.
coldest day.
I do not want
Touch
to
my
touch them.
arm.
Do you want me to touch your legs?
No,
Are you sure?
no.
I do believe we have a video.
I will
of
cramp.
At least some of the aftermath.
All right, Calvin is going to see how cold is he?
Is he
Like, don't take this the wrong way, but you could be like you could be in the circus. Like, touch the amazing cold hands. It's like he's dead.
It hasn't happened to me in a while, but there
Yeah?
was a time when I was in the hospital for something. I can't remember what it was, but it was kind of warm in the office that I was getting checked out in. And the doctor like took my hand to take my pulse, and the color just drained out of their face because they thought something was very wrong with me.
I mean, there might be.
Well, I guess that's still possible.
There probably is something really wrong with you.
I was like,
but-
oh, don't worry, it's always like that.
You're so cold, and I thought like there's no one else in the world like this. But
No.
then Serge from the Normie showed up, and I shook his hand. He's like, "Sorry, my hands are cold," and I was like, "Oh my god,
There's another.
you guys are hand twins." We had the video of the blown up.
Yeah,
AC
that's what I was
unit.
saying. I think we have the video available
Gotcha.
that we can switch to and show. People were asking what the video looked like.
Show it.
But I said most of it was after the event. So it's,
Yeah, so this is Jancy just turned around in her chair and saw this.
And smelled it too, right?
Yeah, they could smell it as well.
I didn't go upstairs, but I think Calvin said about did it have a smell?
There was a slight smell, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't cold enough outside for that to be steam.
No.
It
wasn't.
Yeah, they just heard it like pop, and then
Yeah, there was a loud pop and a
steam.
hiss. And that was just all of the refrigerant spewing out of the system.
And it was right when Calvin said, "I fixed it. It was just the two things." And then
was.
she's like, "This happened."
Yeah.
It was quite a thing.
But yeah, they came in, and now it's back on. So I don't know what changed from a month to the next day, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, I did have 2 news items provided over on our Discord. The first one is a big deal for me and probably no one else in this room, but AEW purchased Ring of Honor.
What's Ring of Honor?
It's another wrestling organization.
It is.
Is
indeed.
that one of the?
I'm good.
I thought I was gonna say, is that one of the Rings of Power? That's coming for the
It is not.
TV. Okay.
Nope.
That's a good name for a ring, right?
It's not.
The Ring
The
of
Ring of
Honor.
Honor?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Do they have names? Sorry.
I mean, there's like.
Sorry, we're talking about wrestling. I'm sorry.
I'll look it up, the names for you, because yes, it's Tolkien. It has like 6 names.
Yeah.
No, I want to know each ring's name. Like, is there like a, you know how like Ring of Fire and Ring
Yep.
of, you know?
No,
like-
that's like a title.
is it?
Yeah.
It's not news like when WWF bought WCW or anything, but Ring of Honor's been around since 2002. A lot of very famous wrestlers got their start there. And AEW, actually, their first pay-per-view was a Ring of Honor pay-per-view. So I have a feeling one of the main reasons that they wanted to buy the company was to get rights to that pay-per-view.
Gotcha.
Because there's rumors that they're going to be approaching maybe HBO Max in order to get their stuff on a streaming service.
Oh, neat.
So yeah,
I haven't watched wrestling in a long time. If it's on HBO Max, I might watch some wrestling or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
have
Right now
HBO
they're on
Max.
TBS, I think. So you have to have a cable subscription in order to watch it. Like you can watch it online, but you have to connect it with a cable. So yeah, if
Yeah.
it would be on HBO Max, that'd be awesome.
Sure. I just found out recently, a buddy of mine who also had been collecting Pokemon cards. I've been messaging him every once in a while, and he currently is on the look for AEW cards. I didn't realize
Really?
they had cards, and apparently, like, that's what he's looking for. So I was like, well, he lives over in West Virginia, so I'm like, well, I'm in Marietta all the time, so if I see any there, I'll try to let you know. So, and then like he'll let me know if he sees any like Pokemon cards anywhere or something. So we have
They've
a little,
also
like, little agreement to be like, hey, I saw this. Well, hey, I saw this. Like, okay, cool, thanks.
nice. They've also made some pretty sweet action figures, Eric. If you want to get into that
Wrestling action figures is a huge, huge market, and I'm sure I'll see some this Saturday at the Perksburg Arts Center. No, Aaron, there are many names for the Rings of Power, but we'll just go with the 3 Elven rings. There's the Ring of Fire, as you mentioned.
Aha!
Narya is its name.
Narnia?
Does,
Narya.
Naria?
was that given to
Narya.
Was that given to Johnny Cash?
Nope, it was given to
but he fell
the
into it.
shipwright, I believe, Kurdan, who then gave it to Mithrandir, who is, as you would call him, Gandalf the Grey.
Oh, Gandalf has the Ring of Fire?
Yep. You
Shit.
have Ninya, which is the Ring of Water. I believe Elrond. No, Galadriel, I think, has the ring. Calvin, who has that?
That sounds like,
Um,
Eric, that sounds like you're setting me up for a joke.
I
I'm like,
think-
wait, what ring? Like, Ninya business? That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a very weird, jokey name.
I think with her power base that
Galadriel has Ninya.
Galadriel has
Okay.
that ring.
So-
I think.
Do these have meaning in Elfish?
Quenya, Elfish, yes.
So, like, why is the one just called the Ring of Fire then?
Well, that's just also its name.
Okay. But does it have another name then that's like a Elfish name?
I mean, you could say it in Elfish, the Quenya, I think, dialect of the Elfish. There's a couple different dialects of
Okay.
Elvish.
So these all translate to Ring of Fire and then Ring of like something, and is that essentially what it
Pretty
how
much,
it works?
yes.
Okay.
And then you have Vilya, which is the Ring of Air, the Blue Ring, the Dominant Ring, or the Ring of Sapphire.
So
Just
there's
all of its various
Fire,
names.
air, water,
Yeah.
and what was the other one?
There was only 3 Elvish rings.
Those
Those
are
are
only
3
three?
Elvish rings.
So there's
yeah.
fire, air, and water.
Mhm.
Huh.
Then you have like the seven Dwarvish rings. They don't only have names, but they have families that they were given to. Durin's folk, the Firebeards, the Broadbims, the Iron Fists, the Stiffbeards, the Black Blocks, and the Stonefoots.
Stone feet.
So with the other ones having like elemental things related to them, are they just the names, or are they related to the
They're the-
elements in some way too?
Other
or-
than the one ring, they're the most powerful rings, the 3 Elvish
Okay.
rings.
'Cause I was wondering if the other ones were named more for their families, if
Yeah.
they didn't have any like power to them, but the other
Mhm.
ones had a power, like Captain Planet is what I keep thinking of.
Sure. And then you can check out Calvin playing Elden Ring. Elden Ring, I should say.
Yeah.
Elden Ring every Tuesday. Twitch.tv/planwave.
Indeed.
Starting at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
And then the next one here I thought was kind of interesting. I don't know the science behind it necessarily, but this is from health.mil, which is the official website of Military Health System.
Yep.
And it says here, for today's generation of 18 to 25-year-olds, making through recruit training and successfully transitioning from civilian life to military is not an easy one. Today's recruits are coming from a far more sedentary lifestyle compared to previous generations, making their skeletons more prone to injury because they're not used to that kind of intense activity that they will face at basic training. And a bunch of other news outlets have taken it and is like the Nintendo generation.
The Nintendo generation.
Yeah.
So this is the evidence-based backing of kids today. Which, I mean, it does make sense. We don't have as much as, at least in the first world country that we live in.
Sure.
There's not many hardships, and you know what? It's not a bad thing.
Well, yeah, like I felt like that was the goal as we've moved along,
Yeah.
right? Is like that the next generation didn't have the same hardships of the previous generation kind of thing, right? Like that's the goal they always have. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's, like I hate kicking people and feeling that on my shins, right? And because it hurts. And the reason it hurts real bad is because I haven't done what all those martial artists do when they go out and kick trees every day for years. And they get
Microfractures.
little tiny macro fractures, which makes their bones stronger and dulls the pain. It's like, yeah, that's tougher, but you know what? I ain't kicking trees.
Yeah. Sure. They're also causing nerve damage in the.
Yeah,
Skin
sometimes
on
that
their
goes
shins.
just terribly wrong and their
Yeah.
bones just break in half.
Sure.
So I get you. But
I've seen a guy
Yeah.
I've seen a guy in like a MMA fight in
Mm-hmm.
the octagon. He kicked a guy's knee and broke that guy's knee, and his shin also broke.
I
so
know,
they like
man. No.
wrapped around each other like that. It was real nasty. I didn't like seeing it.
I understand my weakness. I'm part of the Nintendo generation because I can't hear that shit. Now, who was it that said this, you said?
Health.mil,
Gotcha.
which is the official website of the Military Health System.
Interesting. It's also interesting how the military, didn't they get in trouble for, like, promoting on Twitch, like trying to recruit
Yeah,
like
the Army.
Twitch streamers and stuff?
I mean, Army at least has a Twitch stream now, and,
Yeah.
and they've been using video games as recruitment forever.
Yeah.
Since
Oh, yeah.
America's Army in
Mhm.
the mid 2000s.
Like
very
they,
least.
they developed like deadly drones using Xbox controllers.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, they figured out that the generation that is
Mhm.
being trained to use drones and stuff, like
Yeah.
they're a lot more comfortable with an Xbox controller than they are with a flight stick
Sure.
and an instrument panel.
Yeah.
So just instead of paying tens of thousands of dollars for this very complex piece of equipment, the setup and everything, just make it so that it works with an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
Save a
Right.
bunch of money.
I'll tell you what, the
bunch of
Neanderthal
training.
man was a strong person. Staying
Sure.
around.
I feel like it seems weird to just call it the Nintendo generation though, as like a name, just because
Yeah.
like I feel like there's so much more things that people are
Oh no, it's an
looking
ignorant
at than it
statement.
to be blamed on like Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like you
Sure.
could just call it the technology generation or something else, but like it almost feels like you're blaming Nintendo for the fact.
Sure.
Nintendo's been around for a long time, and sure games are a thing, but
Sure.
like I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
Like-
I've been playing Nintendo all my life, and I'm not 18 to 25.
Mhm.
Like
sure.
I don't see at all how like by the hour hotel chain has anything to do with how weak our bones are.
He's right.
Now let's move on.
me either. And I didn't
Milk
get that,
helps.
so I'm gonna move on.
What? No, they started out as a hotel chain.
Nintendo.
Yeah. Isn't
Nintendo.
that the story?
Nope, I don't know what you're talking about. I want to say on moving on point, thank you to Rookie
Good job.
because there was a Doorman and Bread Kid like superhero comic
I did see
thing that I
Yep.
thought was really cool. I did show that to Melanie, and she thought it was adorable. And then I showed it to my kids, and Kanan was, well, once he got it, he's like, oh, and then all the kids like, that's really cool. And then like we laughed because like even his teeth were missing because during the time of doing the commercial thing, he had like no teeth. He lost like, I swear it was like 5 teeth in like 2 weeks. It was ridiculous. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, what is going on right now? Like, but he just was. It was just they all were coming out at the time. It was just crazy. So he really thought it was cool, and the kids and Melanie and stuff thought it was really funny too. The one thing that my kids wondered is why I didn't have shoes.
Yeah, sometimes
I'm like,
you walk around with no shoes all the
Maybe
time.
those are just my brown socks or something, and I do that. I don't know.
I do appreciate you have your glasses on over your mask.
Yeah, I appreciated like the detail of like Kanan's outfit, like it's his little gray and green shoes that he wore in the commercial and stuff. Like it felt very accurate to what he had. So
Yeah, that's that shirt that they were like, you just keep it.
no shoes indoors, no shoes on doors. That's a good point. So
Very
thank
cool.
you to Rookie, I believe is who
Thank
made
you,
that.
Rookie.
So I thought that was really cool.
There's some other images as well, I think, that were in the podcast suggestion feed. If we want to take a look at those.
Okay, so this is
I don't know what this refers to.
what is this image about, Rick?
I don't know.
Oh, that's Ash Ketchum, isn't it?
I think so. And he's Discord? He's catching this?
Oh, yeah. No, it's because of the Pokemon-Day that we had, the Pokemon weekend.
Indeed.
All
and
right.
our streams as well. Tomorrow, the
Or-
randomizer.
Maybe he was looking for the unknown,
Maybe.
which I like that as well. It's the blind wave, unknown. Oh man, that's really
I'm
good.
a D?
All right, are we diving into some information?
All
on
right,
there a little
fine.
bit?
Yes.
Should we? All right.
We have perfect transition. Yeah.
Let's move on. How's that Nintendo hotel thing going?
Oh, it is.
Earlier I was
it
like,
is
and
true.
speaking of drinks, and you were like, nah. No, it's
Among trading cards, they also ran a chain of love hotels.
That's
they
cool.
They did indeed. Yeah. Yeah. If you haven't
So
read
I'm
it, you
not
should read.
straight up lying.
You should read Game Over, Press Start to Continue about the history of Nintendo. Fascinating. One of my favorite books. What was I talking about? Pokemon.
Pokemon. And the Hint
Indeed.
Hunt.
So we've been playing the Pokemon Randomizer, a
We have.
race of Soul, Silver, Heart, Gold.
Yep.
Yeah. And this
Alan-
past week had the Pokemon anniversary with Pokemon Day and stuff, and things
Indeed.
fit so well.
And Pong, being the lovely person that he is, put those randomizers together for us. And so I had the idea, well, maybe I could get him to help make a randomizer for the Hint Hunt. So I coordinated with him with that, and he was able to put my clues in it.
Mm-hmm.
And last Friday, we did have the unknowns on the screen, which led people to, I can't even remember what I made the URL now. Probably this.
Pokehunt, right?
It's just one word. Yeah, blindwave.com/Pokehunt, which is still up. So if you want to,
Grab the patch.
grab the patch for the randomizer, and maybe do some hunting your own, you still can.
I almost on Sunday I had a little time. I was debating on streaming, playing through the Pokehunt randomizer on my Pokemality channel, just to because I wanted to kind of play through it all and stuff too. And I knew some people were having trouble or they couldn't play it, and I was like, maybe I should play through and check it out. But go ahead, Rick.
So I was like, well, how do I make it work? I didn't give him a lot of time to do this, so I didn't want to make it too intensive, especially the lengths that he went to making our randomizer.
Yes.
Which has a ton of customizations and stuff.
Mhm.
So I was like, well, if you can just go in and manipulate some of the signs and stuff, I can put together some clues to put on those. So the first sign says, to find the answers, follow the signs. Odd is the path of the devil. Even is the path of the witch.
The devil.
The devil indeed. So there were 2 polls that were running. So this was a double hint hunt.
Yes.
The odd was for the replacement for Lucifer. And the even was the replacement for ReZero.
Yep. 1 live action, 1 animation. 1 hen hunt.
And I went through and tried to find a bunch of quotes about witches and the devil.
Gotcha.
The devil was pretty easy.
Pretty easy, yeah.
There's stuff like all the cunning of the devil is exercised in trying to tear us away from the world. Martin Luther.
I was quite shocked you didn't do any Charlie Daniels band.
I should have. You're right. No, I mainly went more for like philosophers.
I get you.
Most of the time. But
because we're watching Lost. Sorry.
I had to include some Bob Dylan in there as well.
Yep.
Obviously, the greatest philosopher of our time.
Of all time.
And but witches were surprisingly a little harder
Okay.
to find.
Yeah.
So I had to reach in to Terry Pratchett a few times
Gotcha.
to get some. Witches were a bit like cats. They didn't much like one another's company, but they did like to know where all the other witches were, just in case they needed them. So stuff like that. So these quotes were on signs and stuff around the world, preceded by a number.
Yes.
And so numbers are obviously even and odd. So people figured out pretty quick that, well, the odd signs are probably for Lucifer and the even signs are for ReZero.
ReZero.
However, in finding these signs, they went through and found like the first 8 or so, but they couldn't find number 9, and it sort of skipped ahead a little bit.
Huh.
So they spent some time searching until they got to the end, and it skipped to like 37, I think. No, it skipped from like 38 to 72. It didn't take them too long to realize that they simply just needed to take the number of the sign, go that number of characters into the sentence, and then take that letter.
Gotcha.
And then once they had those, they could change them around and spell out 2 different things.
2 things. Okay.
The odd one being Greendale CC.
Greendale CC. I know what that is.
And the even one being nitric acid.
Nitric acid. That's a good one. I know what that is too.
So yeah, that was it. They got it surprisingly quickly. I was like, it's going to take us a year to get through this Pokemon randomizer. It's going to take them some time.
Yep.
To get through this. Like, it's not the hardest puzzle, but just to get through the game will take time. And they got it in 11 hours?
They did.
Maybe not even that long.
It's hard to scale for the masses in terms of difficulty, but
Sure.
yeah.
Like just in our 4 like difficulty scaling, we're what, like 10 hours in, and Aaron's like conservatively like a third of the way through the game with a few stoppages and stuff.
Sure.
Well, and Pokemon's pretty linear too, so it's not like they could coordinate and split off in different directions necessarily.
Sure, but like if you get on a roll, like say after the first gym, like you can really power through some places.
You would know.
I mean,
I've heard from my friends.
you can get through some stuff. Some stuff opens up a good little bit once you get a few
Yeah.
things and stuff. But no, I mean, if typically I feel like you can usually get like one really good lead on a Pokemon and kind of push through a good bit. With the way ours is, it's kind of a little bit more difficult because there's a lot. The teams are a lot more balanced across rather than like it could be anything. You might be fighting something really, really weak, or you might be fighting something a little stronger, So, no, I don't know. I imagine what was going to happen was that the people who were into Pokemon a lot more were going to be like, it's my time. I can help you find the clues, but you have to figure out what to do with them. I
Sure.
thought there might be a little mixture of that. Where it's
and that's kind of what I was hoping for, because like some people were disappointed because they're like, well, I've never like done an emulator before, and I'm not really interested in that. But people were getting the clues and then putting them in, so like people could still participate.
Everybody can pull a certain amount of weight. But yeah, and just for those that are watching or listening and don't know those references, that is for the live action is Community, and for the animation Dr. Stone.
Indeed.
So those are going to be the ones that are replacing on the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And Community especially is one that I've never watched, and I've always, every time I'm on Netflix, like, what am I going to start watching now? I go by Community. I'm like, I should watch that. I always put it off, so now I don't have to do that anymore.
Indeed.
That's nice.
Indeed.
Well, you have to put it off binging it at home.
I do.
For a while longer.
Instead, I've been watching the Peaky fucking Blinders. At home. Tommy boy.
Aaron, I want you to watch
Linda.
that show in your own time as
Peaky
well.
Blinders?
Yeah, I really want you to. I think you'd enjoy it.
Maybe at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, exciting for that. We don't have a lot of time left. Do we want to get to questions?
Questions?
We can do that, yeah. I want to say, like, I appreciate everyone who also voted. Because there was also,
Definitely.
like, a lot of people said that the polls that we had, like, there were a lot of good stuff on both polls.
Mm-hmm.
There's also, like, there was some really close things on this poll.
Sure.
Whereas, like,
Yeah.
it could kind of go between these ones. Which one's it going to be?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, sometimes they're widespread, sometimes they're
Mhm.
not so widespread.
Yeah.
I think the votes mattered on this one. So.
Yeah.
And I did not vote for that.
No, Rick did not vote and screw things up
No.
to get something like this. So. Thank you, everyone, for voting, and
Yeah.
we look forward to more shows.
Although, for testing purposes, I am probably the only one in this room that is a patron to Blind Wave.
True. I guess so. I'm just logged in as Blindwave.
Yeah.
We share our votes sometimes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. And I mean, even if like you hear those two, and you're like, oh well, those weren't the ones that I was going to watch. Stuff like our schedule it's always fluid. It's always changing. There's things coming and going, and live shows that we need to prepare for. Sometimes we don't have a lot on our schedule because we're about to get 10 live shows.
Sure.
That happens.
True.
But with COVID and things changing in and out, it's been hard to keep that managed, and we're lucky that we have Jancy doing that, helping us with that now. So you never know when shows are going to be popping in and out.
And there
Sure,
might be a
schedule.
little bit of hubris, but I think even if you don't like the show, we might make the reactions fun enough that you like the reactions.
Agreed.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely happened in the past.
It's a lot of
Like,
hubris.
oh, I wasn't interested in the show.
Yeah.
Then I saw you guys reacting to it. I love it now.
No, I love those comments. Yeah.
All right. Also, I want to say thank you to, I believe it was Atoiwas
A
for the
Toy
treat
Was.
stream.
Thank
Dude.
you.
Very much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we will get into some questions.
Ow.
Question.
Which Andros Rex says, did you guys hear about Funimation and Crunchyroll merger into
Oh,
one
yeah,
service? And what are your
totally.
thoughts?
I did want to talk about that. Yeah, the first place that I heard of it was I opened up my Funimation app in order to watch One Piece, and it was like, watch now on Crunchyroll. It's like, what the heck is happening?
Yeah.
Did my app get hacked? Did my app get hacked? But then I looked on Twitter and I was like, oh, I see. Interesting. I think it's great. I think like having all that under one umbrella is better. I don't have to pay for two things now.
Yeah, definitely. And it can only help all those shows too get out to a wider audience and hopefully that trickles down to people watching stuff like Dr. Stone, because you may have never seen it before, or maybe you think anime is not your type of thing, but if you like something, there's an anime version of that.
True.
Like
Rick is pouring his heart and soul into his boxing workout and is currently watching a boxing anime
On Crunchyroll.
on Crunchyroll.
Yeah. Which I also I do like Crunchyroll's app better.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's
a major upgrade.
a little bit, yeah.
And we've, because of the way we structure our Patreon, and whenever these go live, you actually can watch the next 4. We need to, we start recording them whenever we can.
Sure.
And with Dr. Stone especially, I will not hear a single word against its dub. I don't think I've enjoyed a dub cast, limited as it is, more than I ever have for Dr. Stone. Like, I legit, am crying laughing. It's so good. So not one.
For those asking when the final of Lucifer and ReZero hit Patreon, there will be the YouTube of the other shows.
Yeah, so it'll be 4 episodes away on YouTube.
When the final episode of those shows hits Patreon, the new episodes will hit on YouTube. So
Yep.
that's whenever those dates are. I don't
be
remember.
good
I don't
days.
remember exactly for both of them. So All right, so what else we have? Tracer James says, what are some things you guys would love to react to on the channel but can't for whatever reasons? Is there anything people have that they'd love to react to but can't?
I would love
Fucking
to.
Fringe, no one votes for it.
Yeah.
That's right.
SG1.
Battlestar Galactica.
Rick talks you two out of it all the time.
Rick's like, you guys don't want to watch it. I'm like, all right, I trust you, Rick.
Don't
That's
trust me.
But then he says about Sasquatch, and I'm like, I don't know if I can trust Rick.
You don't trust me?
My opinion on media is a unique one. Monster is one of my big ones, just because you can't find it anywhere. Like, it's just hard to find.
Hard to find. I don't know. For the most part, I don't have too many. I don't think.
Hydrate.
I think Digimon would be cool to do, but didn't win, so not doing it yet.
Not doing it yet.
I always tell people too, like, look, we're not quitting Blind Wave anytime in the near future or anything. Like, polls are almost like just telling us when to start it. If not, like, we'll eventually get to stuff. It just might be a little bit.
Sure. Sure.
One Piece, here we come.
Maybe.
Air to the Face says, Rick cosplaying Geralt win? Get the white dye out.
Check Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Actually.
I rode it his toes.
Oh, that'll get people excited.
I have considered dyeing my hair gray, but I have not. I do love Geralt.
I think it would be really cool.
It'll get there eventually anyway.
Yeah.
BJW BRG wants to know if we have any plans for Batman movie. It's in theaters, or are we going to wait till the digital release? Excited for your reaction or review. Thank you.
I mean, I'm super excited for it, but for me, it's a matter of how bad will the spoilers be, you know? We saw Spider-Man, and it's like we knew spoilers are going to be everywhere. So it was one of those things like, all right, well, we went through a lot of effort and added expense to be able to do that. And I would do that with the Batman, I think, too, but I for some reason, I feel like it's going to be a little easier to maneuver on the internet without spoilers. So I don't know. We'll see.
I feel like I usually have an easier time with the DC movies where they're not. I don't feel like they're so present for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's also because I follow more things revolving around Marvel, or I'm more interested in things revolving
I was
around
going to
Marvel.
say, it's
typically,
probably your algorithm more than anything.
So
It's only a 45-day wait, people are saying, for it. And
that's not,
I don't know.
That's not nearly that bad because
No.
WB has stuff with like HBO Max, and usually they come around pretty quick. So as opposed to waiting like months for Spider-Man, which that came out at, what was it, like it was the middle of December?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And now it's supposed to be here in March. So that's like, what, 3-4
That's a
months?
while.
As opposed to waiting 45 days. Like, I think I can make it.
And I just got to say, like, personally, I just have more fun watching with you guys, like, reacting to
Totally
stuff now.
unfiltered.
I really do.
Not
Like, going to
screaming
theaters
in
is
front of
fine.
people in the theater.
And I understand people are like, you don't understand. You had to see on the big screen and stuff. It's like, I don't think you understand how I feel when I'm not. It's not for everybody. It's not even for everybody in this room. It's just for me. I would prefer to react to something. So we'll see. I don't know.
And
The
we
answer,
got a pretty big screen, to be fair.
True.
Like 55-inch.
Yep.
It's no sneezing size.
Let's see here. We got Laura says, "Hi Blind Wave, hope you guys are doing great. A question, Aaron, Eric, who's your favorite character in Superman and Lois? So far for me, it's Lois. Lois is really good. I really like
pick.
Jonathan as well. But I also really like Clark.
I love that in a Superman show, I have to be like, maybe it is Lois as my favorite, because that doesn't happen a lot. That's how good she is.
It's weird because I'm not just like, Superman.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and I'm like, I like
Exactly.
these guys. I like these guys. Like, I also really like Lana and Kyle, like their story and stuff. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of characters in that I really like.
Yeah.
And it's really becoming one of my favorite shows.
It's almost doing a disservice to pick your favorite, because so much of it is about a family unit, which was the strongest parts of Smallville.
Sure. Curly Canadian says, have you guys heard of an anime called My Dress Up Darling? It's a new slice of life rom-com that's been rivaling and even surpassing AOT and Demon Slayer once or twice for the last 8 weeks.
It was recommended to me on the Crunchyroll app. I haven't watched it yet, though. I'm interested.
I don't know anything about it. Never heard about
think I heard somebody say something about it, like in a video or something, but I don't know anything about it.
Calvin, that was just now. There's no question.
Oh shit! No, I mean like a couple weeks ago or something.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know why, but you saying that just made me think of Lost. I got very excited.
Oh, man. If you guys aren't watching along with our Lost reactions, you might say, Lost isn't a show for me. It is when you have our discussions and you have some great moments in those reactions. So check that out.
Marietta wants to know what's your favorite juice flavor.
Pineapple.
Mango.
I
Like,
like strawberry banana.
I really like mango flavors, but as far as like straight juice, it might be pineapple. Maybe
Yeah.
might be my favorite. Dang, do I have pineapple in our fridge?
Oh, they're talking about anime. Muhammad, you confused me a great deal.
What?
I thought you were talking about juice, as in bleach would be great.
That's not juice, Calvin.
No, it's not.
Juice and lager?
Dude, the
I was worried.
the Duchess station has this pineapple mango juice. It's so good. I'm going to get it after work.
I might get more pineapple juice. I don't know if I have any. I had some in the fridge. And I think I forgot about it. I don't know.
Bad.
I don't know if it's still in there.
I know
It might be better.
We got some for the St. Patrick's Day stream,
Yeah.
so don't mistake that with yours.
Ian says, "What's your guys' favorite good and bad Nick Cage movie? Like, is that one movie, or what's my favorite good one? And what's my favorite bad one?
I think they're interchangeable depending on, like, I don't know, what mood you're in. I like Trapped in Paradise. I like The Rock.
The Rock is so good. I could watch The Rock every day for the rest of my life, and it would not have been a waste
But
of life.
depending on what category you sort it by, they could be a bad movie or a good movie.
That's, yes,
Yeah, that is the thing.
I agree.
Rock is
Yeah.
probably my number one too, though.
Rock.
I would say my favorite three in general. I don't know which one's higher. Is I love The Rock. I also really like Con Air,
Con Air is fun.
and I also really like Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh,
Have you
man.
seen-
Gone in 60 Seconds is like the it's just a child of like Fast and Furious.
Sure, like I feel like those are three of my favorite. Like, sure, like I had fun watching Ghost Rider. I had fun watching National Treasure. You know, like there's
Sure.
other Nick Cage movies I've enjoyed and had fun watching, but those are like my top three probably. My favorite one that I think is probably on the bad side would probably be Willy's Wonderland.
Oh man, it's so good.
It's also a
it's
pretty
not
good one.
good, but I
It-
think I enjoyed it for what it is, which is like trying to be a bad movie.
Yeah.
It's the only Nick Cage movie I have a shirt for.
It's like I feel like, is that not trying to be bad? Like I feel like you're purposely like you're not going to talk at all.
Well,
great, you know.
no, it's
I think
trying
it's
to be a horror B movie.
Using the words bad and good is incorrect.
Yeah, but Rick-
You've already made a mistake.
Well, Rick often has talked about like movies that are trying to be bad, and I feel like Willy's Wonderland kind of falls in that. Like it knows what it's trying to do,
Yeah.
and I had fun watching it, you
Yeah.
know. But like to me, it doesn't hinder it because it's trying to do that.
It's not like Velocipaster
See, I guess I don't have that connection to compare it to.
Sure.
I haven't seen that one.
or Sharknado, especially the later ones.
I've only
Sure.
seen the first one, and I just thought it was like this is a campy, stupid movie, but I didn't think it was like trying to be bad. Maybe I need to see some of those movies to be able to compare it better.
I think campy is the right way to put it, because like, if it has like awareness of what it's doing, then it's trying to be bad. You know, it's like hanging a lantern on. Oh, we're making a bad movie, guys. You know,
Sure, I guess.
and just takes the wind out of Rick's sails.
My worst bad one, man, I did love Willy's Wonderland, but it's probably Vampire's Kiss.
See, I haven't seen that one, so
It's so good.
It's so good.
I don't believe you just said bad.
Oh man, I'm
His
watching it
favorite
tonight.
bad movie is so good, Aaron.
I can't wait.
Martian Army says, "Hey Calvin, I've been playing Control and going back and watching your streams of it. A lot of fun. I know you at least saw one of the Threshold Kid videos.
Oh my gosh.
I think they are honestly the creepiest things I've ever seen in a video game.
I forgot about
How many
those.
did you find, and would you agree?
I found 4 or 5 of them, and yeah, at times they're creepier, and they unsettled me more than Little Nightmares. at parts. Like they're the most nonsensical, completely strange, unsettling things. And it's meant to be this like little entertaining video for kids or something. It's really creepy. But the whole game control is like a little off kilter anyway, so it really fit. I enjoyed them a great deal, but they were unsettling.
Okay.
Thanks for enjoying the streams, by the way.
I guess this fits with what we were talking about for a second. Darkwing says, mainly for Rick, but what defines a good movie for you? Like, it says, what defines a good movie for you? A bad story? Absurd story? Bad effects? Oh, what defines a good bad movie for you?
Okay.
Is it a bad movie, absurd stories, bad effects, etc.?
A good bad movie, it has to have hubris. So they have to be shooting for the stars and not get above an anthill. Right? So
Does it have a feeling of like you could tell this was made with the intention to impress someone?
It's
Does that
more
make
like
sense?
you know what they say, where like an artist, the art will eat their insides if they don't get it out into the world.
Yeah.
Like it's that sort of thing where they have this idea, this movie, this story that they just are dying to tell.
And
if
they
they
think
don't
it's
tell
the
it, it's
greatest
going to
story they've
consume
ever
them,
heard.
right?
Right?
And then they put that to film, but with none of the filmmaking skills
Yeah.
that you usually have when making films. Like that, for me, is my favorite ones.
That's the best bad movie.
Yeah.
Like most filmmakers went through that phase, but they got it out as their student film in
Sure.
college.
Yeah, like, you know, I love Surf Ninjas, and I would say that's probably a bad movie.
Yeah.
But that's competently shot.
Yep.
Scenes are in focus. The sound mixing is, you know, fine. Like,
The comedy is there.
yeah, like there's talented people who worked on that movie, even if the story is silly.
You
and
want no talent.
I want the least amount of talent possible. Or like a segment be very talented. Like maybe the music is great and amazing, but everything around it falters. That also is great.
Yeah, I guess that's why I kind of feel like that's what I was saying about like Willie's is I felt like it's trying to be bad, but it's definitely like they're filming it well. 'Cause
Yeah.
Nick Cage knows what he's doing and why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
But they're trying to do it in a bad horror movie vibe.
See, I think him not talking is a bold choice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say trying to be bad isn't the right statement.
I suppose. Sure.
I don't know. It is.
I mean, they're not trying to make the best horror movie they possibly could. You know what I mean?
They're not trying to
and
make...
if they're not trying to make the best horror movie they possibly could, I feel like they're not trying to be good, so they're in a way trying to be bad or mediocre.
So,
You know what I mean?
so they
make
made
sense?
exactly the movie they wanted to make, I think.
Sure. I
know?
agree.
So like they aimed for fun, silly, cheesy horror movie,
Mhm.
and they achieved that.
Succeeded.
If that makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
Guess I agree
Fun,
with that.
cheesy horror movie, at least to me, doesn't mean like bad movie or bad horror movie. Like there's no such thing, I feel like, as here is what you need for a good horror movie, here's what you need for the bad horror movie.
I hate to
It's all-
spoil Velocipaster, but
No, don't spoil it, Rick.
I just want to say one thing to like make an example.
Yeah.
I want to watch it though, because so many people mention it, and I want to know why it's so good and bad.
So like in that, a special effect happens,
Sure.
right? But it's not a bad special effect that they put on screen.
Sure.
They put a text that says like special effect goes here,
Okay.
right? So like they are like purposefully making that bad.
That meta joke kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like an SNL sketch of a disaster movie.
Yeah, it's not, this guy bought Maya and he went through one tutorial and he's
Yeah.
making this explosion.
Yeah.
They're trying to make the disappointed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like they're trying to make that.
Exactly.
Where like that was just, well, you didn't understand the script. You weren't
Yeah.
supposed to yell disappointed. You were supposed to be disappointed.
Yeah, they're
Like,
trying to
they're-
make the magic
they're
that
trying to catch
happens
lightning in the
a
bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
Like our rocket bottle ad that we did when Top Screen has to go to space. He just had. I just told him, do a shitty effect, and he literally showed himself doing a shitty effect.
He
You know?
screen captured his editing software.
Yeah, but that's not in the same vein as someone that tried their hardest and it's a shitty effect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. I can do like one more maybe. We need to get onto the
Bits
other
and donations.
stuff. Shiraz Saeed says you travel back in time. What
Yep.
would you draw inside a cave to fuck with the future archaeologists?
A hint hunt.
A hint hunt?
I
But
don't-
what is it? Does it lead to something or anything? Or
That's a good question.
you know what I mean? Like, do you do something that like, well, what does this all mean? Oh my gosh, we
So-
cracked this code.
Do we get to travel back to the future again to see the result of the joke?
I mean, I
Or
suppose
is it
so.
just like I am self-aware of what the future is and what people might think of what I'm going
No,
to draw?
you're gonna travel back in time to like some caves and shit. You can even travel to where you know people. Like you can travel to something you know has been discovered, and you can draw some shit next to it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That way, when you go to the future, you know people have found this already. Then they see what's next to it that you've added, and then you can see what the results were. That'd be great. But what would you draw?
You know what will prove time travel is if it turns out I went back in time and wrote the Voynich manuscript, which is this just like confusing book that no one can understand, and it just seems like a series of puzzles and madness. Like if time travel exists, I think I went back and wrote that book.
That's what you would do.
No, I'm saying if time travel does exist, I went back and wrote that book.
Rick, you're not answering the question though.
No, he's proving that time travel
It
exists.
doesn't. You're saying you are the author of said book.
I'm saying it's possible.
I mean, it's possible if you get time travel in the future, but you don't know it yet. I get you. So you wouldn't write that in the cave, though.
It's I don't know.
I like the idea of making like a code that they got to figure out, and then they figure it out, and it's a recipe for I don't know, something very common in today's society. You know what I mean? Like it's a recipe for chicken pot pie. They never had chicken pot pie there.
Yeah, would you do that, or would you like do some prophecy? You know, some event that happens in the future.
Sure. You just like write like subscribe to Blind Wave, but it's it's from thousands
It's
of
on the
years in the
Rosetta
past.
Stone.
Buy Apple stock.
And then like they're like subscribe to Blind Wave. What's that? What does that mean? What is? And then like it just
We have,
years
like-
and years they don't know, and then Blind Wave appears like, oh my god.
Then everybody like flocks to it, is like, we've been foretold.
There's a whole religion.
I saw
Yeah.
an image of like it recently was discovered, and it's one of the oldest like illustrations of humanity, and it's just two bulls fucking. I'm like, people won't change. Look, I'm
A
drawing.
knock-knock joke. Before doors were even invented,
Before
a knock-knock
doors.
joke. That would be pretty good.
That'd be good. I like that.
Drink
Funny joke.
more Ovaltine. That's a good one too.
Be
Aaron
sure
hates-
to
Aaron
drink
hates that
your
one. That's a good one.
Ovaltine.
Hey, what one?
Drink more Ovaltine.
Why do I hate that one?
From
a
a Christmas
commercial-
story.
Yeah, it's a Christmas story reference.
Why would I know it's from a Christmas story?
Because
Because you
apparently
said
see
it played
many
all
times.
the time and you got tired of it.
Yeah, I didn't
So
watch
clearly
it.
you would have had to watch it a
I-
bunch in
I
order to
didn't-
get tired
I
of
did
it.
not watch it.
You
You
didn't say
didn't
that
watch
as your
it
best
at
thing
all,
of the week,
and
Aaron.
yet you were offended by its presence playing all the time.
Out of spite of it thinking I needed to watch it that many times, I refused to watch it once.
You know what? I fucking hate football because it plays on TV all the time. That I don't have TV.
It doesn't play 24 hours a day for weeks.
Aaron, you
It
didn't.
does.
You didn't say this week about your thing downstairs.
Oh, well, I didn't know we were going to do anything with
You
that.
could-
We
you
probably
could.
won't, but it was. I came in the other day and I said to Calvin, hey, Calvin, ironically, after our discussion during, I think it was last Friday, we were talking about, Calvin went through this whole Christmas story thing again, and somehow I got onto the topic that I burn Christmas trees. Like, I buy Christmas trees so I can burn them so other people can't celebrate Christmas or something. Ironically, I need to get rid of my old Christmas tree. So I had a box of an old Christmas tree. I'm like, should we just put it together and just have me just throwing it in the dumpster? So
The answer is yes.
it is. It's sitting downstairs. I haven't thrown it away yet. But it was just so funny. I was like, oh yeah, I need to get rid of this Christmas tree. And then I remembered that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
You're like throwing in the dumpster, and Calvin just drives up. I knew it.
Yeah, right? It's like one of those like TV sitcom things where it's just such a situation of events. All these things happen, and Calvin's like, I knew it. I'm talking about this again next podcast or next stream. All right, so we need to move on to activity feed things, redemptions, all that stuff.
I'll check out bits and donation or exercises. I mean,
Alrighty. S-Tech9M says, "What's good, Blind Wave crew? How is your day going?"
Going good.
Fantastic.
Just getting ready for my push-ups.
well,
Push-ups?
thank you.
Dude, I love Pong. A QR code left back in the cave would be really good.
Oh, QR code would be
And
good.
no one would know what to do with it until in the future, and then they figured out, like, why didn't they scan it? And then it takes you to Blind Wave.
It would be really difficult to do it like by hand too,
Yeah.
because
Like,
they have to be,
chisel the
they have to
QR
be
code
pretty
in,
accurate for
and
a QR
and it has to
scanner
stay like
read
that
it.
for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and
Yeah.
hundreds of years or something. All right. Captain Cold, 5 bits, says, "Happy 33 Flavors Day, Canadian Bacon Day, I Want to Be Happy Day, National Anthem Day, Cold Cuts Day, Hospitalist Day, Moscow Mule Day, Mulled Wine Day, Soup It Forward Day, Peach Blossom Day, Talk in the Third Person Day, TB 303 Appreciation Day, What If Cats and Dogs Had Opposable Thumbs Day." Why is that a day? UK/Ireland World Book Day, World Wildlife Day, 1938 the world's fastest steam locomotive is built, 1924 the last remnant of the Ottoman Empire in Turkey is abolished, and in 1847 Alexander Graham Bell is born. All right. Mookie Lele has subscribed on a 15-month streak. Rebel Rush has subscribed for the first time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Strev has resubscribed for 23 months. Said, "Excited to see what wins today. Thanks for all the great content."
Thank you, Strev.
Thank you, Strev. Captain Fish Lip subscribed for 29 months. Dark
Very much.
Wing has subscribed for 22 months. Martian Army has subscribed for 7 months.
Thank you.
Big Blasian Boy has resubscribed for 16 months. MDZ Kondo has resubscribed for 4 months.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jazzy Chews cheered 10 bits. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the bits.
Oh.
Queenie Pies has cheered 100 bits. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Agent Null has resubscribed for 7 months. Said, "Woo me." I think that's what it says.
Ooh, me.
Ian has resubscribed for 49 months.
Whoa.
Said, 4 years. Good grief. Finally here live for a stream. Just caught up from 160 something. Thanks to work. Rick, can I assume you've seen Nick Cage in Ghost Rider 2? Don't know if that meets your standards of bad movies, but it sure is something else.
I have not seen Ghost Rider 2. I've seen the first one.
I've seen number 2.
Laura tipped $10, says, "Can it be March 17th already? I'm so excited. Also, you guys shouldn't let Rick go back home alone. He's drunk on directions already." Aha.
Aha.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
yeah,
should not do
we will
that.
have transportation arranged for him.
Well, which will drive beside me as I jog home.
Sure.
Jazzy Chews cheered 100 bits. Haven't been able to catch a live stream in a while, as I am 8 hours ahead. But I just wanted to cheer before going to bed. Well, thank you so much, Jazzy.
Pong
Thank you.
asked the question if I get better directions when I'm drunk. I asked that same question. I want to test it.
It'd be good to know. Agent Null gifted 6 subs. Thank you so much, Agent Null.
Thank you.
Hilding cheered 100 bits and said,
Weekly loving.
exactly. Powered Up RPT resubscribed for 7 months.
Thank you, Powered Up.
R4 Bigator? Rabigator? It's Rabigator. Tipped $50.
Whoa.
Says
Whoa.
just a little tip so you can buy some milk and cookies.
Milk and
I like
cookies.
you guys a lot. Well, man, I'm excited for milk and cookies.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
me
Thank you
too.
so
I'm
much,
Go get
Rabigator.
some milk and cookies
What's
tonight.
your go-to cookie with milk?
Or
Oreo.
My go-to with milk is chocolate chip.
Peanut butter chocolate chip for me.
All right, well, Oreo one, so that's what we're getting.
That's how polls work.
No.
It was,
You get cookies that you
1
want.
point,
Eric gets
1 point,
cookies that
2
he wants.
points. They're all being Oreos.
No.
I changed my mind to chocolate chip. Now it's tied.
No!
Yes.
All right, we'll get half of each. I like chocolate chip too.
I can change my vote to peanut butter chocolate chip.
Oh man, I don't
Do a
need
poll.
any of
Do a
those.
poll right now.
A Beerfinger 1999 has resubscribed for 9 months. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
that's not how you say that.
Line wave, baby.
Oh, baby.
BK has resubscribed for 13 months.
Thank you.
Rick, what's your favorite punch or combo to throw?
Don't
Oh,
tell him
man.
that. Then he'll want to street fight you.
Pick one.
Well, let's see. Today I had a lot of fun with a cross. Shoot. It's
Too long. Broke high man. No.
let me write it down and come back to me.
You gotta write down what it is. So
Yeah.
All right. Broke high man resubscribed for 43 months.
Thank you.
Zero Life subscribed for the first time.
Welcome.
Thank you, Zero Life. Miss Karencita gifted a sub. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Karencita.
The-
2 slip 2 duck 7-3. I had a lot of fun with today.
Cool.
There you go. That's his favorite combo so far, or as of right now, at this moment.
Yeah.
May change tomorrow.
Good.
The Breathmaker 1 subscribed for the first time. Thank you so much, Breathmaker.
Thank you, Breathmaker.
Breathmaker also gifted a sub. Thank you so much for the gifted sub.
Very generous.
Brutal Eyes has subscribed for the first time. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Cybermash gifted 5 subs.
It's the Cybermash.
Pikachu gifted the 50 subs. Thank you so
Pikachu!
much, Pikachu.
Thank you.
Miopelli subscribed for the first time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Kaguya Sama Gigafan subscribed for the first time.
Welcome.
Zakarlas Zakit subscribed for the first time.
Welcome.
Thank you guys so much too, especially using your Prime for us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Ferdam has resubscribed for 2 months on his 2-month streak. Thank you so much.
Woot.
Thank you.
Kristen Lynn subscribed for 21 months.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Outcast just cheered 66 bits.
Thank you.
Mordai Gaiden, I think that's how you say it, subscribed for the first time. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Canester22 resubscribed for 24 months. Said, "Game on, boys."
Woohoo.
Game on.
And Lost in My Space has subscribed for the first time as well. Thank you so much, Lost in My Space.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Exercise wouldn't load for me, so I have no idea what we have.
I think I got squats.
There's a jump rope
Okay.
and sit-ups for you, Rick.
Okay.
Let's see here. Martian Army, sit-ups for Rick for not including leaving Las Vegas on the Nick Cage poll. I seen it. Squats from Ian for Eric, not for any particular reason, but wanted to say, just started Mass Effect a couple days ago, so I could watch your past streams, and I'm loving both.
Yes.
Sit-ups for Aaron, for me not being able to make it live to podcast till now. How's that my fault? Sit-ups, Mayaza. Rick for rigging the votes. Yes. And then squats from Chazzy Black Onyx, who says for Calvin, drink water.
Thank you.
So let me do my sit-ups.
I did drink water, and I will again.
Eric, what's going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow, everybody in this room is excited. I know you all are too. Twitch.tv/blindwave right now. You're on that, or on YouTube. You're watching this later. You need to make sure Fridays, 3 p.m., you're coming to the Pokemon Randomizer. Aaron is currently in the lead. Will he stay in the lead? Most likely. But who will get second? That is the mystery.
Calvin, what's happening March
Well-
17th?
Yeah.
There's that too, right?
Crawl.
There we go.
Which is gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna be drinking, playing games, and you should join us there too, starting at noon.
Starting with what, Calvin?
Pokemon Randomizer.
Roll the die, Calvin.
I'll get it.
We must decide. So yes, so this Friday, next Friday will be Pokemon Randomizer, but the 17th there will be no stream on the 18th.
A 3.
That week, the 17th is going to be the Pokemon Randomizer that week.
Yep.
The 17th there'll be no stream on the 18th. I knew what I meant.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. Hope you guys are looking forward to the St. Patrick's Day stream. I think we all are, right, Calvin?
I'm looking forward to the rest of the
We're
stream.
going to start off with a bang, just like tomorrow.
An energy drink?
No, not that. All right. We're not doing
What?
that. Rick, did you just got your jump ropes left?
What other
All
band
right,
could
Rick
we
is
be
doing
talking
his
about?
jump ropes. Yes, we have lots of stuff going on, so we look forward to it. There is some stuff on social media, so make sure you guys follow us there. There'll be
else?
more things launched and
Okay.
introduced and whatnot as we go closer and closer to the St. Patrick's Day stream. We just wanted to make sure that you guys knew about it. 'Cause we're excited for it as well. And then Calvin, also tomorrow you want to be here because he should be beating his first gym for the Pokemon Randomizer. I'm excited for that.
I'm excited if he doesn't.
Like the whole stream he just still doesn't.
You'll do it. You almost did it last time, Calvin. Remember? You almost did it.
I can't decide whether I want to torture stream and entertain Eric or try to get some entertainment myself.
Find out what happens tomorrow.
Bye, guys.